Welcome in here to the University of Tulsa. My name is Dave Saunders, and alongside me, Brittany Scraper. We are your commentary team, and we can't wait for Fortuna Tulsa to start. Brittany, just how excited are you about this new team in Tulsa?
Oh, so excited. I think all the excitement's been building, and seeing everything come together, and everyone out here, everyone looks excited and ready to go. It's going to be exciting.
Well, we are delighted to bring in Zach Bice. And Zach, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in as we get the starting lineup of your team on the announcements here. But Zach, we've been excited for a long time in Tulsa, but I guess you're here to kind of spoil the party, as it were, aren't you?
Hey, we would love to spoil the party if we can, but we are excited about what you guys are doing. It's a great environment and venue, so looking forward to it.
So coming into Tulsa tonight, what players should we be looking for from your side?
Man, we've got I think the whole team is special. Some that are going to be noteworthy players would be like a Yasmin Ryan playing up front for us. She was freshman of the year in the Big 12. J.C. Jones at OSU. Hensley Handcuff in the back. Annabeth Fouts, who plays locally here at TU. And so we've got a couple of TU girls playing, but I think it's going to be a special team. It's going to be a fun team to watch. So, yeah.
Well, Zach, we appreciate you taking the time out now. I will let you go to the locker room. All the best, sir, for tonight. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
Good luck. Thank you.
That's the coach, Zach Bice. And, let's be honest, Fortuna's not without opposition. This is a good side that's come in here.
Very, very true. Yeah, they were conference champions in this league last year, so they're going to be a really tough game for the first game. Let's
talk about Fortuna. We haven't had a chance. Michael Wilson, the coach, is so busy with the girls. He's so keen to get off to a good start here. You know some of these girls. Who should we be looking out for if you're a Fortuna fan tonight?
Right. Obviously, Parker Goins is a huge name. She's very well known around here. State champion from Union. Had an amazing freshman year in Arkansas, and obviously on the U18 national team. So a big name for the Tulsa area. Exciting player to watch. Very, very quick. Excellent first touch on the ball. She's always a very fun player to watch.
We were saying it's a fairly young squad, but where does the experience for Coach Wilson come from his squad?
Yeah, obviously Yolanda is an incredible player. She's a phenomenal coach. So that, I think, brings a lot of experience and everything to the side to kind of help calm the girls down. I think when you're young, they're excited to be here. Obviously that nervousness can kind of set in, but those more experienced players kind of know how to, they've been around the block, they've been here before, so I think it'll be good.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got about 14 minutes for kickoff. We can hardly wait, honestly. This is so exciting. We've got families in here, we've got grandparents coming in here. We're waiting for the girls to come out for the start of this one. We've got build-up to come with the national anthem. So we're going to hot fit it up now to the commentary box. We'll send you to break, but we will be back with more build-up after the break.
How do you become the most trusted brand of SUVs? You make it for those who don't always look out for themselves. You make it detect what they don't.
Stop.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And you make it for 3 rows of precious cargo. Going further for what matters most.
Okay, let's try again.
That's Ford, and that's how you become the most trusted brand of SUVs.
We've talked about the excitement of this one, and we can look around, and it really is what they expected. I mean, we are expecting certainly 2,000 plus here, and it's certainly, Brittany, looking around, looks like that, doesn't it?
yeah, tons of families. That's what you want to see. All that when growing up, whenever I came to Roughnecks games and things like that, that's what you want. Family environment. All these kids come in watching, idols and growing up.
Just tell us from, I know that you're a local coach at Bixby High School. Just tell us how important this is that women's soccer in Tulsa has a team like Fortuna.
I think it's very important. I think we've had things in the past, and I just feel like they haven't been done at the highest level, and the word hasn't gotten out, so people didn't know to support, didn't know to come out. But I think the difference with Fortuna is it's been done at a professional level. Everything has been taken care of with the highest regard. They've thought of everything. I mean, it's brilliant to see everything that they've thought of. It's festive with all the flags and all the amazing sponsors that they've gotten. It's just a different level, and they've done an incredible job, I think, with social media and getting, and obviously it's worked because there's tons and tons of people out here, and you can just see the excitement on everyone's faces. There's people laughing and joking around, kids are running around playing, and I think the excitement in the stadium is definitely there.
You mentioned social media, folks. If you want to get in touch with us on the show here, you can at Fortuna Tulsa, all one word, at Fortuna Tulsa. Not only can we read your tweet out during the broadcast, but you can get your words up on the screen. Keep it clean, please. And we will be able to, through our producer, Michael Blazik, who does amazing things with all things technical, we can bring up those tweets. We've got ball girls ready. And you said, Brittany, about the meticulous sort of planning of this. I want to plug one particular person. I know there's so many people and we can't thank them all enough, but Wayne Farmer, who you and I know,
yes.
He's been on the phone, he's been texting, he has just had time, he's kept calm. I don't know how he's kept calm. He's just he's the general manager, and he's just been amazing in this setup.
Oh yeah, he's Wayne. I've had the honor of being able to coach with Wayne at WSA when I've coached in WSA in the past, and from the first time I met him, you just know that he's a special guy. He has so much charisma and excitement. He has an incredible passion for soccer, and really wanting to grow the sport and kind of like I mentioned, doing things the right way and doing that at a professional level. I mean, so much of that is Wayne. So kudos to him. He's done an incredible job.
You've heard about the Englishman, the Irishman, and the Scotsman jokes. If you're from Great Britain now, Michael Wilson, the head coach, tells me, he grew up in Germany, but he's from Elgin in Scotland. Wayne is a Welshman. I'm an Englishman. We just need a Northern Irishman, and we've got the full set of the UK. But it is a very, very exciting build up here. It is a beautiful campus, TU, and obviously people who are tuning in from Oklahoma City as well. Welcome to you to support your team. We welcome you aboard, and this is a beautiful place to play. And Brittany, arguably, this is the best patch of grass to play for these girls in Tulsa, isn't it?
I have no doubt. This field has always been impeccable. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it looks like a Premier League field. I mean, really, it does. It looks incredible. I wish I was out there playing on it.
Yeah, it does. It makes you want to get the cleats on again, doesn't it? So we will take a short break. More build-up in a minute. We've got the national anthem to come, and we want to give you the starting lineups and chat through some of the key players that Coach Wilson has chosen. And you heard also from the coach of Oklahoma City FC, that's Zach Bice. We thank him again for joining us. We'll throw it to break now. Don't go away. Back soon with more build-up.
How do you become the most trusted brand of SUVs? You make it for those who don't always look out for themselves. You make it detect what they don't.
Stop.
Sorry.
And you make it for 3 rows of precious cargo. Going further for what matters most.
Okay, let's try again.
That's Ford, and that's how you become the most trusted brand of SUVs.
To the University of Tulsa, where still more people are coming in through the turnstiles. We know that there's got to be a cap of around about 3,000 tonight. The seats are filling up, certainly on the far side. There is where people are coming in, and you can see that the excitement, again, we keep using that word, excitement, is building. Brittany, you said to me, pitch side, about some of the girls that are key in the starting 11, but it's a squad I think of around about 30. Mm-hmm. How does Coach Wilson and Mr. Moritz and Mr. Bradshaw keep all of these girls happy. They're not all going to get to play, are they?
Yeah, that's definitely probably one of the most difficult things of their job is they have a team full of superstars. Everybody on their team has come from incredible soccer past and has a great soccer background, has tons and tons of accolades. They're all amazing players, every single one. And even the ones that weren't able to actually suit up today that are still out there on the sideline supporting, which I think is fantastic. But I think that kind of shows that they have that buy-in from those players, that they're still, they didn't make the suit up list, but they're still here, they're ready to support. So I think that's one definitely thing that shows up for sure.
There is 30 girls, we think, or 32 I should say, having been at the jersey reveal, and we have now a starters video which we are going to actually play to you, some of the fun that the girls have been having, and we'll throw it to that video right now.
Paige Hobart, goalkeeper, University of Oklahoma.
Cora Dunick, defender, Liberty University.
Haley Van Fossen, defender, University of Arkansas. Woo Pig.
Rachel Hummingbird, defender, University of Tulsa.
Ashlyn Kitterman, defender, Florida Atlantic University.
Bryn McQuaid, midfielder, Missouri State.
Natalie Perez, midfielder, University of Arkansas.
Rachel Blankenship, midfielder, the University of Tulsa.
Tatum Wagner, forward, Kansas State University.
Taylor Malum, forward, University of Arkansas.
Parker Goins, forward, University of Arkansas.
So that's some of the starters there on video. And just to pick up a couple of names that you've already mentioned, let's talk about Taylor Markham and Parker Goins. Both have had experience, Brittany, I understand, with the USA squad, both under 19 and under 20, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they just got back from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, from the U18s. Both got a lot of playing time, represented Oklahoma very, very well. Both very exciting players to watch. Both had amazing freshman seasons at Arkansas this last year. State champions from Union. They had 3 consecutive state championships. Exciting players to watch. Union boys coach, of course, is one Michael Wilson, and they feature very heavily. I know you coach at Bixby, but Union have got a lot of influence on this squad. There's a lot of girls from Union playing here today. Oh yeah, absolutely. Van Fossen's also from Union. She's part of that state championship group. A lot of talent, a lot of amazing things coming out of Union. Yes, indeed. We are going to be honouring some referees in a minute, young referees. It's something close to my heart. We know as coaches we get frustrated with the officials, of course, but it is good to see, being part of the programme myself, to see young men and women. There they are, just at the bottom left of your screen in the yellow shirts, and they're going to be honoured tonight, and rightly so, because to go out there, Brittany, in front of all those parents, coaches when you're young, and have the boldness to go and do that, it's good to compliment these young referees, isn't it? Absolutely. I mean, it's a huge part of the game. I mean, if we continue to treat the referees how we have been, I mean, nobody's going to want to be a referee anymore. So I think it's very important to honor them and to thank them for what they do. It's not an easy job to do. It's very hard. There's a lot of things that they have to take in consideration, and getting yelled at from the sidelines from parents and even players and things like that. So they absolutely deserve the recognition for sure. And I don't know if we can pick up a shot of the two coaches. That's a nice moment there. There's Coach Wilson, Michael Wilson, known to many locally here, and a very nice young man who we got to meet, Zach Bice. There they are, just smiling. But here are talking of officials, all in their nice red uniforms, and the two teams onto the field. An exciting time. The crowd rise to their feet and applaud these two teams. This is Fortuna Tulsa against Oklahoma City FC. The inaugural season for Fortuna Tulsa. Closest to the camera in blue. And the stadium announcer Q is reading out the starting 11. We'll talk more about them in a moment. Rachel Hummingbird there, one of the defenders, getting a mention.
Ashley Kidderman. We went past Cora Dunnick and Hayley Van Fossen, and Paige Hobart, the goalkeeper there in the yellow shirt. Nayeli Perez, so important to the midfield, will be anchoring the midfield. Bryn McQuaid as well, and Rachel Blankenship, who's had experience here at the University of Tulsa. And the three forwards, Tatum Wagner, Taylor Mallam, who we've already talked about, has been mentioned on the international level, and Parker Goins. That is your Fortuna lineup, the first lineup, and Brittany, that is a very strong lineup on paper for Coach Wilson's first team.
Oh, extremely. It's a who's who of Tulsa soccer that's come out the last few years. I think because of like the ECNL program and things like that, we've been able to develop players at a much higher and elite level, and I think you're seeing that on the field right now.
We're going to have the national anthem, and I was here for the practice for this young lady, and it is an amazing thing that you're going to hear, an amazing voice you're going to hear. So we're going to throw it over now to the national anthem, two teams on the field, and here is the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets we flew, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, take a bow, that young lady. That was brilliantly sung as the coaches shake hands for the beginning of this one. The two teams high-fiving each other.
We would like to thank Red Fitness for supporting
And beautifully sung the national anthem, really setting us here ready to go on a beautiful night here in Tulsa. It's been very hot all day. We did have some rain earlier on this morning, which looked as though it could hang around, but no, it went away, thankfully, and the two teams will now get in their huddles, and I don't know about you, but I'm feeling quite nervous, but want the whistle to go and get on with this one now, Brittany.
No, I'm right there with you, Dave. It's very exciting. We've been talking about the excitement that we feel and the excitement in the stadium, and we definitely feel it up here. I would love to be in the circle hearing what Coach Wilson's telling the girls right now.
And also, I want to say how much togetherness there's been. Saw a lovely tweet from Francisco Ugarte, who is the Roughnecks captain, someone I know very well. He is my German teacher, actually. He's been teaching me German. And he sent a lovely tweet saying, look, we're all behind you. I'm the captain of Roughnecks, and I want to wish you all the best. And then we've had the Tulsa Athletics as well. You know, there's a real togetherness and real, let's get behind Fortuna Tulsa here.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. I mean, I think that both those clubs have done amazing things for Tulsa and really brought an amazing soccer culture around. And it's so exciting to see them come and support the women and really get women's soccer going in Tulsa. I think it's absolutely brilliant. You can see a lot of the Roughnecks players across the way sitting and actually here and supporting. It's awesome to see. It
really is awesome to see. And don't forget Roughnecks at home tomorrow night. Get down to 1 Oak. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. Okay, the waiting is over, And there's just going to be a photograph now for the Fortuna girls. They're going to be wearing those light blue shirts, black shorts and light blue socks against the grey shirts, grey socks and white shorts of Oklahoma FC on your screens. It is Oklahoma who will be playing from right to left. And we will see how this game unfolds with the various formations. Of course, one of the new laws is that you can kick the ball backwards. I think it's a very sensible law, if I might say so. A good change in the game there worldwide. And we are just about ready. The referee there in his red shirt will get us underway very, very soon. Just waiting, just counting the right number of players. And away we go. The inaugural season here for Fortuna Tulsa is underway. But it is the away side who have control of the ball at the moment on the far side. No touch for Fortuna at the moment. On this beautiful surface, we should say here. That's Jackie Jones in possession there, the number 9. And away come Fortuna at last. Left-footed ball down the line. A chase on there, but it's going to go all the way back to the keeper. That's Hensley Handcuff, who's arguably the tallest player on the field by a good few inches. Jones there, just able to feed the ball in the centre circle. And still it is Oklahoma who have this possession. And Brittany, a good start from the away side.
Yeah, they've been able to keep possession so far, except for now it looks like Parker Goins has got a sniff of the ball. See if she can get something with it.
Yeah.
Played a little bit long there.
Yeah, chips it through, but I'm sure the girls, they're going to be nervous, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, the excitement that's been building, there's a lot of anticipation. So, I mean, nerves are definitely going to be there. I expect the first, 3 or 4 minutes there'd be be excitement, and then, we'll see the game settle down after that, I'm sure.
Good 1-2 there from the away side, and in fact the referee said there was a pullback, so a free kick, chance to get some girls forward here towards the 18-yard line. So some defending to do. No doubt Paige Hobart will be screaming out instructions to the back 4. And this one, Brittany, really important that you hold your 18-yard line here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to be able to give that goalkeeper room and space to do what they do best.
So here is the ball into the box. It's a low one. Away by the defence. And at last Fortuna have the ball. They swung the ball to this near side. Taylor Mallam it was there, and that ball is down the line. It's going to be a throw in to the home side. Really good crowd, as we say. Here's Rachel Hummingbird here with the grey headband on. Excuse me, it's not, is it?
Black headband, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It was actually Kitterman there, wasn't it?
Actually,
yeah. Here's McQuaid with the ball, spinning it wide on the far side. First chance to possess the ball for the home side. But then, as I said, that in steps Rebecca George. And now one back again by Fortuna. And that ball is through easily to the goalkeeper, Hensley Handcuff.
I think that's one thing that we're going to see a lot is Nayeli Perez running through the middle, getting those long range shots. She's excellent at that. She's very, very fast-paced in the middle. It's hard for those center mids to keep track of her. So I'm sure we'll seeing a lot of that today.
Yeah, Perez, we've mentioned in the build-up, a very good, solid player in the midfield there, in the centre. We think a 4-3-3, it's so interchangeable. You could argue it's a 4-1-4-1. You can also argue it's a 4-5-1 at times, but ultimately when they're attacking, it seems to be a 4-3-3, seems to be the favoured formation. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. It's definitely what people are liking the best, and I think from the international teams and things like that, getting more numbers forward quicker is always the best result.
Yeah, it's become much more of an attacking game as the game of soccer worldwide. In the sunshine then, here's Oklahoma City FC with head coach Zach Bice looking on. Here's Handcuff. Rolls the ball out. Both teams wanting to play on this beautiful surface. Jones twisting and turning. In the centre circle, plays it forward. Was it a late challenge? No, says the referee, who was right there. We play on. In possession now McQuaid, who's seen a little bit of the ball in the midfield there. Working with the likes of Perez ahead of her. McQuaid, is she going to be the sitting midfielder, would you say, Brittany?
It's definitely looking like that's what she is. It's one thing that she's very strong at. She's great at winning balls in the air, so I'm sure that that's the role that she's going to be playing today. Now Allie's a lot more attacking and going to look to go forward a lot more.
Here she is, the aforementioned Bryn McQuaid in the centre. It's just given away. Oklahoma in possession of the ball. It's been a little bit of giving away, but you would expect that in the first few minutes. Again, we say, you know, girls are nervous with just 5 minutes gone 0-0. Here's Jones, who's seen a lot of the ball. Clearly one of the standout players that we've seen in the first few minutes. Ball spun to the right-hand side now. Can we get a cross in here for the away side? No, that's good defending. And away, and that's really good defending there from Fortuna, Brittany.
Absolutely, yeah. Really needed to stop that cross there, and she was able to sniff it out. Looks like they're coming back a bit.
Certainly a back four. We see a lot of back threes in the world game at the moment, but certainly Coach Wilson's gone with a back four. Ball into the box. Out comes Hobart, does well, and that's just what you want from your goalkeeper, and that'll make her feel a whole lot better having a good, good solid catch.
Yeah, it's really important for goalkeepers to stay in the game. And a lot of times, they're back there for such a long time. It's good for them to get a good clean touch on the ball.
Yeah, a good solid catch there, and that was a good run there from Parker Goins, who's wearing 22, just trying to thread the ball through there, but just overhit. Perez gets involved in the midfield, puts a bit of pressure, and that will be a throw-in. It was Cora Dunick there with a good piece of defending, playing at left back. But in possession now are Oklahoma City with Jackie Purvine. Purvine will get this ball back again in the area. No, is Jones. Jones round the defender. Can she get a shot in? No, good defending there. Coming in from Rachel Hummingbird. But our first corner. Good defending from Hummingbird, Brittany.
Yeah, absolutely. 1v1, dangerous place for the ball to be. She held her ground very, very well. Gave up the corner, unfortunately, but we'll see how Fortuna can defend this.
Yeah, very important that you defend corners. I'm sure they've been working on this.
Yeah, they were, I heard last night, they were actually working on set pieces in their training session last night, so working on attacking and defending set pieces, so we'll see how that went from Coach Wilson last night.
Here it is from the left-hand side, a good deep one into the box. Good header away from Fortuna. And this one comes all the way up to Kitterman. And now Malum. Malum spins the ball back infield, past McQuaid. Hayley Van Vossen, sister in the squad as well. Not in the starting 11. Here's McQuaid again. McQuaid has seen a lot, as I said, of the ball. And away by Oklahoma City. Can't stress enough how beautiful the weather is here. A little bit hot if you're a player, I guess. That's a good tackle from Nayeli Perez. No quarter given at all there. Here is Malum. Malum down the right-hand side, finds Tatum Wagner. Wagner now, can she get a decent ball into the box? Comes off the defender, he gets a little bit lucky there, but good play from Malum. And that was good movement there from Tatum Wagner, just couldn't get the cross in.
Yeah, absolutely. Good combination play between Malum and Tatum over there on that side. Hopefully, as the game progresses, they can get a little bit more going.
Yeah, good movement, which is always a good sign. That's a good header away. And so far, no goals, and we've played just over 8 minutes, but a good game tactically, both sides wanting to play on this beautiful surface here. We've alluded to probably the best field in the whole of Tulsa. That's a good turn away by Jackie Jones here for Oklahoma. Driving run down the middle. Lots of space to run into. Sliding challenge coming in, and the referee deems it to be fair. Played the ball, did Hayley Van Vossen. Ball in from Oklahoma is a good one, and back there is McQuaid helping out. And here is Dunick to hopefully clear the danger. There she does, up the line. And in the end, the ball is out for a throw-in, but that's good defending and good helping out there from Bryn McQuaid.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, she's had a brilliant game. She's been right where she needs to be. She's holding in that center midfield position very, very well.
Jones had a shot there that was blocked back to keeper Hobart, and Fortuna survived that one. First real chance that could have been on goal. Throw in right down below us for the away side. Who have kept possession pretty well. That one just over the top, won't go any bother there at all. And Hobart can just take the sting out of the game. But fairly even start, Brittany, you'd say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Fortuna's done a great job defensively, having a little bit of trouble getting passes, connecting things, but that's to be expected. They've only had about a couple weeks of training together. So some of them have played with each other in the past, but overall trying to get into a new system and a new team, it takes a little bit to kind of get the flow of things and to link up with your teammates.
It's a good point you make, isn't it? Everybody gets excited, of course, because they want to see, this team. But as you say, they haven't been together for that long. A bit like a World Cup squad, isn't it? You could say. We'll come back to that in a moment, because here come Oklahoma City FC, and there's a shot which hits the bar. An amazing strike with Hobart beaten, and that is the closest we've come to breaking the deadlock. And thankfully, from a Fortuna point of view, it hits the bar. But what an effort that was, Brittany! A great strike.
It was a brilliant strike. I mean, it definitely beat the goalkeeper. Very, very lucky for Fortuna that it hit the post there.
Yeah, it hits the bar, and it's going to be a throw-in. Hobart was certainly beaten there. Nothing she could do. It was a great strike, and sometimes you get lucky, and that's exactly what Fortuna got lucky. And of course, that's what Fortuna means. It means good luck, Tulsa, basically.
Hopefully we'll see a lot more of that through the season goes on. Lots of good luck and good fortune for our team.
There you go. So, can they get possession here? No, they can't. Here's George for Oklahoma City, wearing that left cast on her left arm. Niley Perez just shielding there, allows Bryn McQuaid to come in and take over. Ball down the line from Dunnick. Will just go over the white line, so it's going to be a throw-in. And certainly Tatum Wagner's working hard up there, isn't she? Covering across the whole width of the field. Hasn't had a lot to feet as yet, the number 4, has she?
No, it looks like they're trying to play her through. Tatum's a very, very fast player. I know that she does really like playing the ball to her feet, though. I had the honor of coaching her at Bixby for a little bit. She was amazing player there. Absolutely incredible first touch on the ball. She likes getting at her feet, and she likes turning players. She turns very, very well and has a brilliant strike on the ball. But kind of like we were talking about earlier, just getting that cohesiveness with the team and learning those things about your teammates, where they like the ball, where if they want it at their feet, if they want it played in, all those little things. It takes time to kind of build, and they just haven't had that much time yet.
No, they haven't, and it's a good game that we're seeing here. And that's a great turn again by Jackie Jones. I've been very impressed with her, and that's a good threaded ball into the box. Danger here for Fortuna. Can they pull the ball back? They can, but there's Paige Hobart with a very good save. So a couple of things to talk about, Brittany. I think Jackie Jones, probably from Coach Wilson's point of view, is having too much time and space on the ball, but a good save again from Hobart.
Yeah, she's had a lot of time through the middle. That's probably her 3rd or 4th very dangerous ball that she's played through. Fortuna's got to find a way to slow her down in the middle there. She has way too much time. Very skilled on the ball.
I think we're going to see a substitution for Fortuna, which I'll let Brittany tell you about in just a moment. At Fortuna Tulsa, if you'd like to get in contact with us here on the Twitter feed, we'd love to hear from you. Is it that you're out of town and you can't be here tonight? Where are you? We love to hear from you, maybe abroad, out of state, or just down the road and you're at work and you've just been able to switch on Facebook Live. That ball is out, and we are going to see a substitution, which I'll let Brittany tell you about right now.
Yes, it looks like Yolanda's coming in. It looks like Nayeli Perez is going to come out. She did do a lot in the middle there. She was sprinting around quite a lot, covering a lot of ground, covering Jackie in the middle that we were just speaking about. So hopefully, I'm guessing that's a tactical sub by Coach Wilson to shut her down in the middle.
And of course, Yolanda Thomas is
Fortuna substitution coming off the field. Number 23, Niley Perez.
She is on
coming on the field. Number 9, Yolanda Thomas.
Played in Sweden.
She brings a lot of that older experience that I think Fortuna is needing right now.
Good tackle coming in there. Here's Kitterman, and a good tackle coming in from Oklahoma City's Jackie Jones. Is certainly my player of the visitors so far in this first 14 minutes. 0-0 the score. Thanks for your company here. Dave Saunders and Brittany Scraper with you in the commentary box here. I'd like to say it's nicely air conditioned for us, but that would be a lie, Brittany, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be for sure.
That was a great ball through, and that very, very nearly found Parker Goins on the far side there. She will go across to take this throw. And that was a very good ball in, but didn't quite make it into the box. Goins it is then with the throw in the sunshine on the far side of the field from us. Up to Tatum Wagner. Wagner, a bit of trickery as she won a throw in. She has. Goins will go down a few more yards, just a few yards back from the corner flag.
How's it going?
Thank you. 0-0 the score. But Oklahoma City FC have hit the bar in this one. It's away from Wynn. Now a shot coming in, which is wide of the target, and there was a touch, so it's going to be a corner. And the wheel is starting to turn nicely.
Yeah,
for,
absolutely.
Fortuna.
Yeah, it's good to see them. They're starting to get. I think things are settling down for them quite a bit. I think some of that nervousness is starting to play out. They're getting a little bit more confidence in their game, and I think we're seeing that with the forward progression that they've gotten here. Excited to see what they'll do on this corner kick.
Yeah, first corner for Fortuna in this game, just in the 16th minute here. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Plenty of players in there, including Yolanda Thomas. Bit of movement there. McQuaid couldn't get much on that one. That's a good ball though. Blankenship's in there, but away from the defence, and in the end the referee says there was an infringement, and that will be danger averted if you are an Oklahoma City FC side who pretty much defended that pretty well, I would say, Brittany.
Yeah, absolutely. Great movement in the middle of the box there on that corner kick for Fortuna. Not sure that the service was exactly what they were looking for on it, but a good start from both sides as far as well defended.
And now it's Jones trying to thread the ball through, but cut out, but a handball from Dunnick, I think it was, back there. So a real chance here. This one is certainly right of centre, Brittany, but if you're a left footer, you'd probably fancy getting one on frame here.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're a left-footed free kick specialist, this is what you dream of. It's a great place.
Have they got a left footer who can take it? Looks like it's a right footer over it. Thanks for your company here, and if you are an Oklahoma City FC fan, please get in contact with us again at Fortuna Tulsa. Here's the free kick coming in low. Down goes Hobart, spills it. Referee still happy for it to go on, and in the end it's whacked away by Rachel Hummingbird. Good save, but Hobart just spilling that one slightly, but a good strike as well from Yasmin Ryan. And here is Ryan again, that good piece of trickery up to Jones. Those two linking up really well tonight. There's Dunnick, who's done well there to win the ball back for Fortuna Tulsa. Blankenship's first touch wasn't the best and has given the ball away. Here's Alex Wynn at the back, the number 10. Sleeveless shirt. It's that kind of evening. Here's Yolanda Thomas. Good little ball through, not read though by Blankenship. And away come Oklahoma City FC, but that's cut out beautifully, and away come Fortuna. End-to-end stuff now. 0-0 the score. Ball threaded through is a good ball for Parker Goins, the Union High School girl, into the box, punched out by Enzi Hacker. Could be an early shot here, and down goes the keeper, but fortunately there's a defender back on the line. Good play, Blankenship with the shot, corner to Tulsa. Brittany, lots to talk about, and that really was good attacking play from the home side.
Absolutely. Started with great defending from Van Fossen in the back. Very, very well watched. She stepped up, took her space, brilliant through ball that she played, perfectly weighted. Parker Goins throwing the ball and makes her trying to get something going there. Very exciting.
Good stuff. Keeper, punching that one out on another day maybe would have, caught that one, but when it went for the punch and it allowed Blankenship to have a follow-up strike. Fortunately, there was a defender to help you out. That's what you want your defenders to do, of course, isn't it? Support your goalkeeper. Here's Parker Goins with the left-footed in-swinger. Girls going away from the near post. This one's towards the penalty spot. There's a good header and a good save and cleared away off the line. I think it was Blankenship with the header there.
Yes.
And we'll come back to that one in a minute. We might be able to get a replay on that because that was certainly the closest that Fortuna have got. But here's Yasmin Ryan. Player goes down inadvertently in the middle there, and then there's a strong challenge coming in. And I wonder if we got a replay on that piece of play there. to see for Fortuna, because I think it was Blankenship with the header. Here it is, Brittany. And I think Blankenship it is. Look, with the header. Keeper, I don't think got a lot of that. I think that's quality defending on the line there, Brittany. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why those defenders mark those posts. They're there for a reason. She did her job very well.
Now this is a ball through for Tatum Wagner. Out comes the keeper. Has to do well here. Bumps into Tatum Wagner. He goes down there. No malicious intent from the goalkeeper, but there is an injury, Tatum Wagner, and this ball needs to go out, and I think the referee's going to see there. I don't think there was too much militia. I think the keeper came out and cleared the ball, and she's going to go over and check that Tatum Wagner's okay. But just coming back to, that header from Blankenship was a really well-worked corner. It was around about 8 to 10 yards out, but I don't think the keeper got anything on it. I think it was the defender.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper was beat for sure. The movement that Fortuna is doing on their corner kicks is brilliant. Obviously, Coach Wilson in his set piece training last night, they did very well. I think they executed it a lot more this time than they did the first time, and you saw the result of that. Just unlucky there, catching that defender on the line.
Yeah, so 0-0 the score. Both sides have had good opportunities. Tatum Wagner's coming off, and who's this coming on?
I believe that's Reagan Whitlow coming on.
Reagan Whitlow, I think.
Yeah, she is Broken Arrow alumni, plays at TU right now. Great striker, great touch on the ball.
Well, Tatum Wagner will I think she's okay, but I think she just needs to come out for a few minutes, and as you say, a very, very adequate, and that's not the right word to choose, replacement in Rachel Whitlow.
Fortuna Tulsa substitution
Fortuna
coming
forward.
10, Reagan Whitlow. Coming off the field, number 4, Tatum Wagner.
There's Yolanda Thomas clearing up from the 18-yard line. Good play from Parker Goins here, who's got local support behind her, of course. Now, can she thread a ball through? She certainly can to Reagan Whitlow, but it's just too much. And across comes Alex Wynn, and that's good defending from Alex Wynn. That ball is out. It'll be a Fortuna throw-in. And really, Brittany, you'd say after, 21 and a half minutes, this is a very even game now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely leveled out that way. I think Oklahoma City at the beginning had a little bit better of the play. They are coming off a season where a lot of them played together last year. They're coming off a conference win last year, so a lot of familiarity there as Fortuna, first game, very exciting, a lot going on. I think they had the better play. I think now that Fortuna is settling down, though, I think we're seeing what they can do. All the attacking threats, with Taylor Malum and Parker Goins, and I think since Yolanda Thomas has gone in the middle, it's settled down quite a bit as well.
And you probably say, to be fair to the girls in Fortuna shirt, I mean, you can say all the girls on the field, in front of this crowd, this is quite a nerve-wracking experience. And as you say, they've settled down a little bit now, and here they are in possession. So, Kitterman forward. Good tackle coming in from Wynn. Here's Jones, who's been a little bit quieter on the ball. And that ball is out. And now we're going to see a change. In comes Addison Guthrie. And it is Guthrie who comes in wearing 13. And off comes Rebecca George. We should say unlimited substitutions, and girls can come back into the game having been substituted.
Yeah, that is one great thing about this league. It is a developmental league, so it is about getting the players better and things like that. So there's one definite advantage is getting lots of different players in the game and then getting back into the game. It's nice to be able to see.
Here's McQuaid, just giving that one away to Sydney Connolly, wearing 27 for Oklahoma City. That's a good turn from Yasmin Ryan. Jones. Here is Guthrie, who's just come into the fray. Ledbetter to the far side. Ledbetter gets it again, but in steps Yolanda Thomas with a good challenge there. Perfectly fair, played the ball. Goins now, striding forward. Plays the ball, no offside. Out comes the keeper, dives on the ball. And that was just a little bit strong.
Yeah, maybe we try to play the ball on the ground there. It might have found Reagan Whitlow's feet just a little bit easier.
0-0 the score, 24 minutes gone here at the University of Tulsa for the inaugural season for Fortuna Tulsa. And here's one of the substitutes, Whitlow, just laying that ball off. That won't get to Goins, but it will be a throw-in on the far
Oklahoma
side
City
to Dunnick.
Substitution coming onto the field, 13, Addison Guthrie. Coming off the field for number 6, Rebecca George.
And another couple of substitutions. Brittany, can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, Amanda Carino coming on, brilliant player, local player. She played her college soccer at LSU. She is a TSC coach as well. She brings a lot of experience to the game. Very, very exciting player. I don't think I've seen another female player around that can nutmeg anyone quite as well as Amanda Carino.
We'll look forward to that one. Those of you that are new to the sport, a nutmeg is where you play the ball between the legs of the opposition and then go and receive the ball around the other side. Here is Fortuna in possession.
Tulsa, number 20, Amanda Kareen.
We should say as well, Bryn McQuaid has had a very, very good 25 minutes for me. He saw a lot of the ball, and she is talking now to Coach Wilson, and you'd agree with that? Probably a good, she saw a lot of the ball, a lot of touches on the ball.
She did. She played her position very, very well. She played that holding defensive center mid very, very well. Came up with a lot of really big defensive plays, especially in those first few minutes when Fortuna was a little bit nervous. She came back. She came up very big for them.
So Oklahoma City in possession here with Alex Wynn. They've hit the bar. Fortuna Tulsa have had a couple cleared off the line. Both really efforts from Rachel Blankenship. One a header, one a shot. Here's Guthrie with the red headband there. Win again. Cooley plays the ball forward, but in steps Yolanda Thomas, breaking up the play. Malum goes wide to the far side for the upcoming left back, Cora Dunnick. Dunnick in here to Goins. Goins has got space here, can get a decent ball in. She does, clips it towards the far post, but the big goalkeeper just plucks that one out of the early evening sky. But Parker Goins there linking well with Cora Dunnick.
Yeah, very, very positive to see. Good to see Goins getting all those services in on that side.
Oklahoma City shuffling the pack. They're going to make another substitution in a moment. Here's Goins, good physical play there, winning the ball back for Fortuna. Good spin and turn here from Blankenship back to Dunnick. Dunnick will have to go back again to Van Vossen. That's Haley. And this ball will come through to Rachel Hummingbird, who was a little bit late on that one. Hobart thought about coming and stays at home, and here is Yasmin Ryan in on goal. Could be one. Oh, what a save from Hobart. Well, Yasmin Ryan there did everything right, but so did Paige Hobart. We'll get a replay on that one. That is a fine, fine save, Brittany, and we'll have a look at the replay, which Brittany can take you through.
Absolutely. Just took a little bit too time on the ball there by Garcia. Hummingberg, and then great cut there, even better save.
What a save that was, and that was the striker Yasmin Ryan, the number 2, who's hit the bar. She's had a good shot there, but that is a fine save from Hobart, who will be extremely pleased to have made that save. She's done nothing wrong at all inside the first 28 minutes. 0-0 the score here. Free kick to Fortuna Tulsa. Really is a wonderful crowd. We keep saying it. Just $5 to come in, $7 if you wanted to sit down in the bleachers, which are pretty full on the far side from us, as you can see on our feed. Plenty of people stood around the side, sitting on the grass, enjoying refreshments, and plenty for families if you're thinking of coming along to one of the games with the family. Please do, because there's plenty for kids to do here. Free kick. That was a slightly strong challenge there on Yolanda Thomas by Jackie Jones. Referee's done very well so far. There's been a few good tackles in there, but refereed it very well. No need for any cards, which is what you always want to see. That's a slightly mistimed header there, and that will go away for a throw-in. That was Grayson Schimmels. So a chance again for a cross to come in, but that one is slightly under hit, and the substitute picks up the ball and clears the danger. That's Anna Gornell who came into the fray, and this is an easy one here for Hayley Van Vossen.
Yeah, Van Vossen's having a great half so far. Come up with a lot of big plays. Been able to come up through that midfield and have some good possession. Very important to build that play out of the back. Been very successful when Fortuna's been able to do that.
Yeah, Van Vossen, another Union High School product, and she will be going to the University of Arkansas. Here is the cross, and that one has gone out, says Mr. Finelli, the assistant referee on the far side there. And that will be a goal kick, and we are up to the 30-minute mark. No goals, but certainly a good game of soccer that we're seeing between these two great rivals, and both sides have come close. Oklahoma City have hit the crossbar and had a really good save out of Hobart, but as we say, Blankenship's had a shot and a header cleared off the line by the Oklahoma City defense, so pretty even.
Yeah, it's definitely been even so far. Very good to see. Exciting first game.
It is. Now, here's Carino. Good little ball through, almost getting to Whitlow there. That was such a good ball. Some iffy defending here. Now, shot on goal, just over the top from Malum. But Carino showing what she can do, as you were alluding to when she came onto the field, Brittany.
Yeah, she's an incredibly skilled player. I mean, I've known Amanda Carino for a long time. I've actually been able to play with her. The skill and creativity that she has on the ball is there's nobody else like her. She just sees the game differently than everyone else does. She sees possibilities that other people don't, and then create things just like that ball over the top there. Absolutely great.
Sensible substitutions as well from the coach, because in comes Yolanda Thomas, who's had some good touches, and as you say, calmness. As Van Vossen heads it back here to Hobart, and then Carino. A lot of experience. So 2 experienced players in there with the younger girls.
Yeah, I think it's definitely making an impact on the game. Just having that experience and just controlling the ball, seeing things that maybe the younger players don't always see.
Great to have those players in the squad, of course, isn't it? Now here is a long ball through. That's going to go all the way through to the keeper, but it was a good idea there from Hummingbird.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I was just talking about, having those plays from the back line coming forward. It's very dangerous for the opposition to defend.
Lights are on here in the early evening, 7:35 on a Friday evening. Fortuna Tulsa's first game of the 2018 season, and many more to come. They pack them in, don't they, to basically the month of May and June. I think we do just creep into July. We will be bringing you all of the home games here on Facebook Live and for YouTube. Good tackle coming in there. Keeps the ball rolling for Fortuna. But here's Alex Wynn, who will go back to Hensley Handcuff. And here's Malum. But she's dispossessed by the substitute Guthrie. And in steps Hummingbird. And there's Van Vossen. And here come the away side again. Threaded ball through, but away by Kitterman. And 33 minutes to go, and we still remain at no score. But it's not without chances on goal and incident. That's a slightly late challenge there. That will be a free kick. Another couple of substitutions, one from each side, which we're going to be telling you about in just a few moments. Don't forget our Twitter. Here is one that you can join the program, and we can put your tweet up on the screen, at Fortuna Tulsa. Dave Saunders alongside me, Brittany Scraper, who is a local coach here and knows a lot of the Fortuna players. I was going to say a few of these girls probably play at the same team, even though they're in opposition right now. I think there's a few that might play for the same team, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a couple that play on TU that are playing on Oklahoma City FC. Obviously, Reagan Whitlow, Blankenship, TU players there. So definitely some team rivalry there.
So throw in on this near side then. Here's Jones, but in steps Carino. Does well, finishes up on the grass, quickly gets up. And it is Fortuna with Van Vossen here. Plays the ball central, looking on the left there for either Dunnick or Goins. And Van Vossen comes across and will just concede the throw-in. It could not be a more perfect night for the fans. I just wonder if you're a player, whether it's a bit hot. We'll come back to that one in a minute. In steps Kitterman.
Tulsa substitution onto the
Here's
field, number 29,
Jones. This
Rachel
is
Van
dangerous
Vossen.
now. Ball
Off the
pulled
field,
back
number
there,
15,
and it
Rachel
goes in,
Blankenship.
and that is the opening goal. And I think Guthrie gets the final touch there. And with 35 minutes gone, it is Fortuna Tulsa 0, Oklahoma City FC 1. And we'll get a replay on that one and show you. I'm pretty sure it was Guthrie there who got the final touch. There was a touch by a Fortuna defender. Here's Brittany with the replay.
Yeah, obviously a great through ball there. She goes to the byline. Very, very dangerous place to be. She crosses the ball back across. Again, very dangerous ball across. Great finish by Oklahoma City. Hard to defend by
Oklahoma
Fortuna
City
there.
goal scored by Addison Guthrie.
Addison Guthrie it is who gets the final touch there, the number 13 with the red headband.
Looks like Hummingbird had a slight deflection there. Wasn't able to get the whole ball, unfortunately.
Right, and it just went into the path nicely, didn't it, of Guthrie, who was just able to say thank you very much. I'll tap that one home. 1-0, and here's a throw-in right on halfway for the team that have just scored, and that is Oklahoma City FC, who will be glad that they've scored the goal 9 minutes before half-time, and here they come again. That ball's threaded through. That won't be any trouble at all for Paige Hobart, who's had a very, very good first half, but she's just been beaten. The deadlock has been broken. And there was a handball in there. I was just saying before the game, you know, I mean, you obviously relish playing in a game like this. You're playing in any conditions, but it is quite warm, isn't it, for players to, you know, make these long, fast runs. It's quite hard work for the girls.
It absolutely is, and especially you know, the weather just turning warm. The first few games and things you play in this, it definitely is a bit more of a struggle.
So here's a ball forward. There's a header away. There's the scorer Guthrie, back to Ryan. Good touch from her, and then tries to curl a left footer, but that's doing nothing. And we're going to have another substitution. And I think that's Smith, is it, coming into the fray? We're going to see who it is coming in a moment for Fortuna. So changes are plenty, as we said. It's quite a warm night. And that is Hayley Van Vossen, who you alluded to in the commentary is a very, very good defender, just having a break here, and that's sensible again, sensible coaching.
Yeah, she had a great first half. I'm sure Coach Wilson just giving her a rest, kind of like we talked about the Heat.
It's Carino bringing in Goins. Goins now into the box. Is there an equaliser? No, because Handcuff dives on the ball. But Carino again, Brittany linking up well with Goins, showing exactly what she can do and what she brings to the field.
Exactly, that was a great through ball. Very similar to one that we just saw from Oklahoma City on the other end. Just unfortunately, we couldn't get that last pass connected there. Well defended by the goalkeeper.
That's ball headed away, and we're going to have Langbartels coming into the fray. Jordan Langbartels, a forward, going to be going to OIU, former Summit Christian player. She'll be the second one to come on. So warm applause from the fans on the commentary box side here, just below our commentary position. Langbartels comes in, and Parker Goins will have a well-earned break. She's worked hard down that left-hand side, Brittany.
She has. They've definitely been looking for her on that side, as they should. She's such a dangerous player. Just the final ball, having a little bit trouble connecting it. Again, could be a little bit of nerves. And then again, playing with players that she's not used to playing with and linking up there.
So a lot of changes to the starting 11 now. But it is Oklahoma City with the ball. It's a good step in. Here's Yolanda Thomas. Keeping control of the ball, and then Guthrie comes in, the goal scorer, plays a ball through.
Fortuna, number 12,
Jones
Jordan
is there.
Bartles. And number 26, Kelsey Eason.
Kelsey Eason was the other substitute.
Off the field, number 14, Malham. And number 22, Goins.
Parker Goins and Taylor Malham getting well-earned rest. They've worked hard for the cause. It is Fortuna who've conceded the first goal here in the 35th minute. But it's been a very, very even game, we would say, and a long, long way to go yet to determine the victors in this one.
Absolutely. Fortuna's definitely had their opportunities. It's just getting that final ball to sit where they want it to go.
Kitterman then up to Karina. Karina, good idea there. She dummied the ball, wanted to go up the side, but she just ran out of pitch there. So a throw-in for Sydney Connolly. Another substitution. Coming in is the number 24 for Oklahoma City FC.
Looks like Rachel Hummingbird is cramping up back there. Looks like.
Yeah.
Trainer getting called on the field.
Abby Woods is the girl that's just come in for Oklahoma City FC. So a slight break in play here, and we'll say again, not a lot in it, but the goal has been scored by Oklahoma City FC. But if you're both coaches, I mean, you never want to be down, of course, but both coaches I think would be relatively happy with the way their teams have played. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. They've both been working hard. I mean, you see somebody have a missed touch or a missed pass, and both sides are immediately doing everything they can do to win the ball back. I mean, that's definitely, as a coach myself, that's one thing that you really want to see, is that they're not waiting that second. They're immediately pressing to win the ball back and try to get something back from it, which is absolutely.
Come and meet the Fortuna
Andrew
players,
Rundle, the
coaches,
assistant coach,
and
and Zach
some
Bice
local
would be
food
very
and
happy.
drinks.
They're down there just having a drink, looking very relaxed. And still there's a bit of cramp on this warm night. Who is it down there? Is it
Rachel Hummingbird?
Rachel Hummingbird.
Yeah, I think we're kind of, we talked about it is warm out there, definitely for the players. I think you're starting to see a little bit of that heat,
Fortuna
maybe getting to some of them a
substitution
little
coming
bit.
on the field, number 18, Gracie Hare. Coming off the field, number 17,
Gracie
Rachel
Hare
Hummingbird.
coming into the fray, wearing the number 18. Her team is Oklahoma City FC, it says, and she's committed to the Central University of Arkansas. Broken Arrow girl. A lot of local girls here, of course.
Yeah, Gracie coming off of a state championship goal from Broken Arrow this year, so she's had a great summer start so far. I'm sure highlighted even more, getting the chance to play on Fortuna.
Yeah, absolutely. Carino just can't keep that one in. Throw in then to Sydney Connolly, the left back for Oklahoma City FC. Creeps into the half. Ball through from Abby Woods, cleared away by Kitterman.
Ashlyn Kitterman is definitely one of the players you want to have back there. She's incredibly fast. Had the honor of coaching her at Bixby as well. Don't think I've seen a faster player than her. Can run anything down, never gives up the ball, works incredibly hard. She's had a great game so far. Shutting down this right side, they haven't really been able to, from the left side of Oklahoma City, been able to get anything going on this side. Ashlyn's done a pretty good job of stepping up and shutting things down early without anything really progressing further.
Yeah, that's a good point you make, actually. She has had a steady game there, hasn't she? And still on the field after 44 minutes. We're going to see
M&M's for a 3-year-old.
if
M&M's for a 3-year-old.
Brittany can talk to one of the players as we go off at half time in a few minutes. We'll send her down to see whether she can get some on pitch side. We know coach wants to get off and talk to the girls' locker room. We totally respect that. But a little while to go yet, 'cause there's been a couple of lengthy injuries. Probably two or 3 minutes to be added on here. Injury time. That ball is out from Alex Wynn. Fourth official, Rick McDowell there, just fielding the ball. And here is the aforementioned Kitterman, just stepping a few yards inside the Fortuna, the Oklahoma City half. That ball threaded through. And that one is going to go all the way back. And Fortuna in possession here. Can they get something going before the half-time break? There's Eason. Kitterman, good ball into Carino here. Carino now. Thomas goes ahead. That's headed away. Well, looking for Lang Bartels on that far side. Hadn't had a touch of the ball yet down that left-hand side. That one's threaded down the Fortuna left. Cross goes Dunnick, and that one will go back to the keeper. Hobart is skewed clearance here. And here's Yasmin Ryan. That's a scuff shot away by the Fortuna defence. 3 girls do that one, and here is Lang Bartels now. That's a good ball here to Thomas. Thomas now. 3 blue shirts ahead. Here's one of them, Whitlow. Reagan Whitlow with the ball. She's been driven a little bit wide on the left-hand side. Has to go back here. Still with possession of the football. Ball into the box there. Carino thought about going. That goes all the way through to the keeper. And we are coming up to half-time. And so we'll send Brittany down, and we'll see if Brittany can grab a player over to our camera pitch side at half-time. That ball is out. We haven't had the number of minutes that are going to be on the board at half-time. Before the half is out, I should say. Kidderman in field. Dunnick, who's switched from left back to centre back, up to Thomas here. Thomas strong, holding off the challenge, and gets the free kick. 3 minutes to be added on. Now here's Lang Bartels here. Shot from Lang Bartels just over the top of the keeper sprawling. And a good effort there from Lang Bartels, but just unable to get that one low enough to trouble the keeper. 3 minutes it is to be added on at the end of this first half. Plenty of refreshments for people at half time here. Really good crowd in. And it is Hensley Handcuff, the keeper, who's going to take this one. The crowd quietens just before half time. The 45 are up. That's a strong challenge coming in on Reagan Whitlow. All fair. So maybe a last chance. Lang Bartels with the ball in the sunshine on the far side. Throws it infield to Thomas. Thomas now under pressure from 2 straight away. They shut it down well. Lang Bartels tries to win it back for Fortuna. Ball bobbling around on the 18-yard box. Lang Bartels was slightly late with the challenge there. And that will be a free kick for Oklahoma City FC, which is just what you want if you're Coach Bice coming into half-time. And the keeper, Hensley Handcuff, will take her time here as the shade comes across the field. That one's down the Oklahoma City right. In steps Dunnock. Stabs the ball towards the right-hand side. Still with possession of the ball is Abby Woods. That's given away. Fortuna have possession, and indeed that is the end of the first half.
And that'll do it for the first half.
And it's Fortuna then who go in a goal down. It was a goal in the 35th minute by the substitute, Guthrie. And Fortuna have had a pretty good half. They've had a couple of chances that we'll be able to show you in the highlights package at half-time. But in the build-up to the goal, there was a slight touch from Rachel Hummingbird that came across to Guthrie, who was able to just tap it home. Now I know that We've got Brittany pitch side, so we can go to her, I think, in just a few moments. She's got Hayley Van Vossen, who had a pretty good first half. And we'll see if we can join Brittany. Here she is now with Van Vossen.
Well, it's leading to the second half now, and we have Hayley Van Vossen here. One thing that I wanted to ask you, how excited are you about playing for Fortuna on the inaugural season and seeing how many amazing fans and everyone that's out here today?
It's so awesome. The girls, everything. It's really fun getting to play with some of my old teammates. We have a great fan base, a great turnout tonight, especially for the first game opener. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, incredible turnout. Going kind of to the game now, down a goal going to the second half, not exactly what you guys wanted. What adjustments and things are you guys going to be looking to make in the second half?
Probably just to settle down and play quicker and faster and play and like utilize our midfield and try to find the easy passes instead of just kicking it over the top. Basically just calming down and slowing down the play.
Well, it's the first game, so I'm sure there's a lot of nervousness and excitement. We saw that in the first 5 minutes. Looks like you guys settled down. But I'll let you get back to the locker room. I'm sure you need it back there. Thank you so much, Hayley.
Thank you.
All right, great hearing from Hayley Van Vossen. Had an excellent first half. We'll key it back up to you, Dave. We'll see you back up there.
Fortuna fans, our 77 game on the north side of the field, LFS 09 girls, and on the south side of the field, TSC 07 girls. Fortuna Tulsa would like to recognize our young referees that are getting started in their
Well, thanks very much to Brittany there. She was talking to Hayley Van Vossen. Hayley will now go and join Coach Wilson and the girls in the locker room. It's interesting to see Coach Wilson there with his two assistants, Michael Moritz and Donovan Bradshaw there, just having a little chat about what they're going to say to the girls, going in at 1-0 down at half-time, a very, very even game. We'll take a short break now. We'll come back with some highlights from the first half with a half-time score here, Fortuna Tulsa 0. It is Oklahoma City FC 1.
You ready, babe? Yep. How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Go, go, go. We've got room.
You make it for those who are running a bit late, run into a little trouble, or might just be running low.
Alexa, tell Starbucks to start my usual order.
So that the morning routine stays routine. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
Downtown entertainment 24 hours a day, only at Osage Casino Hotel.
Well, welcome back here to the University of Tulsa. We've got a couple of youth games going on. We've got young referees out there refereeing them as well. As you can see on our feed there, you can see the sunshine on the building on the far side. It's a beautiful evening here, as we've been saying in commentary. The shade is starting to come over the field. But alongside me, Brittany Scraper. Brittany, you've just been talking to Hayley Van Vossen. It's been a pretty good, even game, hasn't it? But it is Oklahoma just going ahead at half-time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one great point that Hayley made is that they're nervous. I think that's one thing that we saw at the beginning that she kind of alluded to, them just getting to settle down and start moving the ball and connecting those passes. Kind of like I talked about a little bit, just that final ball, just having a little bit of issues connecting that final ball. So I think a lot of that's nerves and excitement, but also had not been able to play with each other a lot lately, just kind of getting that flow and getting that. It's so important to have that final link up where you know that where that player is going to be, what what run they're looking for, you know, what kind of pass or cross that player likes to play, so you know that you're making the right run, you're making the, you know, you're in the right position. So I think it's just that last little piece of the puzzle that Fortuna is missing.
And do you think that's what Coach Wilson will be saying to them? You know, keep calm. Look, you've played the occasion now. You've done 45 minutes. Let's just go and settle down and really play like we know we can do.
Absolutely. I think we started seeing a little bit of that towards the end of the game. I think the substitutions that he made, I think, definitely influenced the game well. You saw Yolanda Thomas come in, help kind of control the middle, slide the middle down. You saw a great bit of flair and some creativity and excitement from Amanda Carano coming on that right side when she came in. So I think you're seeing those things, kind of like Haley Van Fossen alluded to, just kind of playing some of those long balls into space. Obviously, Oklahoma City has a great back line, so they're not going to be fooled by that. So they're going to have a little bit more dynamic runs, playing feet, playing a little bit more accurate through balls to be a little bit more successful on that Oklahoma City back line.
That's the voice of Brittany Scraper, a coach herself at Bixby High School. My name is Dave Saunders. We're the commentary team here. We've got some highlights for you in the first half. And Brittany, this is where OKC nearly broke the deadlock with the shot, a fine shot that hit the bar. Let's have a look at the roller highlights now. It stayed 0-0 for a long time. Here it is, Brittany.
Yeah, so again, giving a little bit too much time and space coming through the middle, and then great shot. I don't think anyone expected her to strike it from that far out. She hit it very, very well. Luckily, Fortuna hit the post there.
And that was Yasmin Ryan. And, you know, Paige Hobart, to be fair to her, was beaten with that one. But she had a very good first half, couple of good catches, and a brilliant save. I don't know if we got the replay of the shot
came
with
out
the save.
Huge, absolutely huge, very solid in the back. I mean, here it is, a great through ball. Ball comes back across, well handled there. I mean, it looks like it's an easy save, but it's not. I mean, she's got to hold her line really well, make sure that she catches it clean, because if the ball comes back out, it's dangerous. So very solid right there.
Yeah, and they kept knocking at the door, didn't they? And here they were defending the box again. Talk about this from a defensive point of view as we see this highlight, Brittany. This was, of course, Fortuna on the attack. Right,
so it finally got the ball into Parker Goins, gets a good service in, punched away from the goalkeeper. Good shot coming back in. One of the first times we saw Fortuna start settling down a little bit and getting in on that attack and seeing what they're capable of doing.
Yeah, Parker Goins was a thorn in the side down the left-hand side for Fortuna with a cross there, and that was Rachel Blankenship there who had that first effort with the shot, but this was probably the best chance for Fortuna here that we're going to see. I think this was a fine save actually before Fortuna's chance.
Yeah, just kind of a miscue on the defense there. Great cut. You think it's going to be a goal, and then Paige Hobart comes out and says, "Not today," and has a great save.
Yeah, that was a fine save, and that was Ryan, who's playing up top for Oklahoma City, has been a thorn in the side. Yasmin Ryan, she was the girl that hit the bar. And then we had another shot here, which we'll show you as the youth players still go on. Here was the shot from Fortuna that went over the top of the bar.
Yeah, it's Taylor Malum there doing a good job of trying to make something out of nothing there. Always got to take those half chances. You never know when you're going to sneak one past the goalkeeper.
And here is the goal. 35 minutes it took for the deadlock to be broken. And you're just going to see, you spotted it really well in commentary, Rachel Hummingbird here with the unfortunate touch.
Yeah, she's trying to slide and save it and push it out there. Unfortunately, she doesn't get the hold of the ball. It kind of takes a little bit of deflection, makes it very hard on the goalkeeper to defend there. Falls right to Oklahoma City where they want it, and good finish by them.
Yeah, it certainly was a good finish. And as you say, the touch inadvertently put it in right in the path of Guthrie, who came on as a first half substitute. Blankenship did have another effort that was headed and was cleared off the line, but alas, at half-time, Brittany, we have to say we'll take a short break, but a final comment from you. You know, can Fortuna come back from this 1-0 deficit at half-time?
Absolutely. I think we saw lots of exciting things that they could do. Once they finally settle down a little bit and can connect that final ball, I think they'll be just fine. I'm excited to see what adjustment Coach Wilson makes at halftime and how they come out.
That's the voice then of Brittany Scraper. We're just going to take a short break. If you want to get in touch with us, please do. At Fortuna Tulsa, Fortuna, Fortuna, Tulsa, all one word, at Fortuna Tulsa. We would love to have your tweets and have a look at where you are watching or listening to this broadcast from. We will take a short break then with a halftime score, Fortuna Tulsa 0, Oklahoma City FC 1.
downtown entertainment 24 hours a day, only at Osage Casino Hotel.
Have a great day.
You ready, babe?
Yep.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Go, go, go. We've got room.
You make it for those who are running a bit late, run into a little trouble, or might just be running low.
Alexa, tell Starbucks to start my usual order.
So that the morning routine stays routine. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
Well, welcome back in here to the University of Tulsa. It is going to be Fortuna Tulsa in their black shorts, blue socks and blue shirts to get us underway. There is Yolanda Thomas. More about her during the commentary in this second half. She came on as the first half sub, and she gets us underway with the score Fortuna 0, Oklahoma City FC 1. A goal from Guthrie, the sub, on 35 minutes. Here's Dunnock sharing a 1-2 there with Parker Goins. That was good play from those two girls to get us underway. Good ball down the left-hand side here. Now Blankenship inside the box, and there is a shot coming in from Thomas. And what a start, Brittany Scraper, from Michael Wilson's girls.
Absolutely, absolutely the start you want to see from your side, coming in from a goal down. Great combination play, wonderful overlap by Dunkirk over there. Finally getting those through balls and connecting those final passes like they're wanting to. Great chance by Yolanda Thomas, just off target slightly, but fantastic start. Definitely what you're looking for to be from Fortuna.
That was a 1-2 it was between Cora Dunnock, who had a very steady first half at left back. She did end up the half at centre back. Here she is with the ball now for the throw-in. Goins ahead of her, but this goes infield to Malum. That's Van Fossen. Now there are two Van Fossens. Rachel, who's on the field on 29 there. She's just limping away from that one, and her sister Hayley, who Brittany got to interview here right on cue on the ball, and she is fouled there by Yasmin Ryan. So two sisters, and we can say that Hayley is going to be attending the University of Arkansas, and her sister, interestingly enough, is going to be a cowgirl at OSU. Both very fine players, the two sisters. And everybody's okay. Hayley Van Fossen is okay. So the back four then includes Gracie Hare there, centre back with Van Fossen. Cora Dunnock is left back. And here in possession is Tatum Wagner down the right-hand side. Has she won a corner? Yes, she has. So good pressure from Fortuna at the start of this first half, Brittany. Great start to the second half.
Absolutely. It looks like there definitely was some adjustments. It looks like Yolanda Thomas has moved up as their target player. They moved Tatum Wagner out to the side there, doing a good job to get that corner. Hopefully be able to get some good movement like they did on that second corner that they had. Hopefully that defender can stay off the line, and maybe we can get one in.
Here's Parker Goins with the in-swing. That's a great corner in there, but has it stayed in? Yes, I think it may have hit the post. And in the end, Handcuff dives on the ball, and Taylor Markham gets up from the ground. And here are Oklahoma City playing a long ball. Again, looking for the willing run of Ryan, but across comes Gracie Hare to foil the danger. Gracie Hare, Central University of Arkansas commit. And it's going to be a throw in then to Oklahoma City. And it's going to be Grayson Schimmels with this one. We had the crowd, 1,750. A great crowd here for the first game for this wonderful soccer club, being well supported by the other two men's teams as well, the Tulsa Athletics, of course, who play on Sunday, and also the Tulsa Roughnecks, who play tomorrow night at home at One Oak Field at 7 p.m. against OKC Energy. So two local derbies for you on two consecutive nights here in Tulsa. Free kick. It's going to be taken by Jackie Jones, the number 9. This is in line with the sideline of the 18-yard box. 3-goal wall here for Fortuna, being directed by Hobart. There's a chip ball from Jones. Out comes Hobart, double-fisted punch away. Did well. That's what you want to see from your goalkeeper next to a catch, isn't it, Brittany?
Absolutely. Very decisive. If you're going to punch it, you might as well get it gone and clear, and she did a very good job.
Throw in then on the far side for Oklahoma City, who keep possession here, looking for a second goal. Jones is dispossessed well by Rachel Van Fossen there. And that's Malum's ball, looking for Parker Goins, who's got the ball here and will drive towards goal. Parker Goins now. Can she pull the ball back? Is there someone on the end of this? It's a great ball across the face of goal. Ooze from the crowd, and you just wanted someone to come in and tap the ball home, Brittany. There, that was a great ball from Goins.
Absolutely. Good play. Wonderful ball by Van Vossen. Well run in the middle. Fortuna finally able to shut down Jones in the middle. Got a good play out of it. Unfortunately, nobody running that backside.
And it's end to end. You can't take your eyes off this one now because forward come the away side. And here is Yasmin Ryan, who's hit the bar tonight and forced a good save. Into the box. Tricky run from her. Oh, and in the end, it's a great save from Hobart, who says strongly to her defenders, don't let that girl run at us like that and get into the 6-yard box like that. But in the end, keepers save with their legs and their hands, doesn't matter. Good save.
Yeah, Hobart's having a great game. Definitely the kind of goalkeeper you want for Fortuna. Somebody strong. You could tell her getting into her defenders a little bit. That's their job. They've got to keep those defenders on their toes. Let them know you can't let that happen in my house.
Here is the corner from the Oklahoma City left. There's a header from Jackie Jones. So it falls chipped towards goal. Easy save for the aforementioned Paige Hobart, who's only been beaten once on 35 minutes by substitute Guthrie. The only goal of the game so far. Oklahoma keeping possession of the ball. That is a little nutmeg there. And here's Yasmin Ryan, who's a very, very tricky player. The striker for the away side here. Zach Bice's girls. That's a foul in the midfield by Taylor Mallam on Jackie Jones.
Yeah, Jackie Jones been a very dangerous player for Oklahoma City. Definitely one of their biggest threats. Been very hard for Fortuna to slow her down in the middle. She's created lots and lots of chances.
Yeah, and she links well, doesn't she, with Yasmin Ryan?
Absolutely.
Number 2.
Two of them, very, very deadly pair.
So, free kick. Driven towards goal. That'll be easy for Hobart there to pluck that one out of the air and get Fortuna going again on the far side. Long ball down the right-hand side. Across will go Alex Wynn. The girl wearing the sleeveless shirt, and too much there for Tatum Wagner. So 1-0 the score. And that one just out of the reach of Taylor Mallam. And forward they come again. Gracie Jones, that's through. And here's Ryan bearing down on goal. Could this be 2? Ryan, out comes the keeper. Hobart, good save. She did just enough, and so did the defender, or that could easily have been 2. And that's good defending and good goalkeeping again.
Absolutely. Hobart comes out exactly when she needs to. Defenders kept going. That's one thing. You don't ever watch your goalkeeper make a save. You got to keep going, and then we were right there to clear it out.
And there's the replay. Keeper does well, and I think it was it Van Vossen back there as well?
Van Vossen keeping it on. Got it cleared out right there at the end.
Here's Jackie Jones, still Oklahoma pressing for a second goal here. Into the box she goes, but Van Vossen, Rachel that is, will not have any of that. Shields well, playing a deep midfield role, and Jones was muscled out of that one, and it will be a goal kick. Thank you again for all the support that you're giving us here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Enjoying bringing you this commentary, and from a neutral point of view, it's a wonderful game. If you're a Fortuna fan, you're desperate for the home side to get a goal in their first game of this season.
Definitely come close. A couple great chances in this second half. Just haven't been able to finish one yet.
Here's Goins. That's a great ball to Taylor Mallam. Those two linking up really well. Mallam now, left-footed cross needed. She comes back onto her right here. Plays a little ball into Goins again. Goins inside the box here. Out comes the keeper. Goins with the shot. Hits the keeper there, and in the end it goes away for a goal kick. But again, those two who've represented the US women's team at various levels linking up so well.
Oh, absolutely. They have a lot of experience together, playing on Union, playing in Arkansas together, and on the U.S. Women's National Team. You can see their chemistry linking up there. Unfortunately, just can't get that last final touch in the goal.
No, 1-0 it remains. But certainly you would say this game opening up and chances at both ends. Here's Dunnock. Goins, who's had a really good game tonight and had a really good start to this second half, come up to the 55-minute mark. And as you can see on your screen, Fortuna 0, Oklahoma City 1. So here is Dunnock again stepping in, but so does Jackie Jones, who wants to be a part of everything. Threaded ball through is a good one, and there's a shot that's going to go wide in the end. But again, Brittany, the away side showing how dangerous they can be.
Absolutely. A very, very good diagonal run through. Very dangerous, hard to defend, making those diagonal runs through the box like that. Very good through ball. Oklahoma City does a very, very good job of finding those through balls, waiting their passes. You can definitely see that they've had a lot more experience playing together. They kind of have that chemistry going that you see Parker Goins and Taylor Malum having, but maybe not the rest of Fortuna's side just yet.
No, that was a shot coming in there from Jacqueline Pervine. And here is Tatum Wagner down the Fortuna right. This is a good run into the box. Threads it across the box. There's a slight challenge there from the defender, but just behind Yolanda Thomas. We'll come back to a comment from Brittany just in a moment, because here we are again with Blankenship here trying to get a ball in. She does get a good ball in, but good stretch and from the tallest player on the field. That's handcuffed, but just going back to that, it was just behind Yolanda Thomas.
Yeah, Brittany. It was a great run by Tatum Wagner. She took her space well. She set herself up for a good service. It looks like it was just a little behind her. Maybe Yolanda time to run a little bit too early. Tried to look like she tried to get like a little back heel to try to flick it on. It just wasn't able to get all the way through.
That was Rivas there going through, and in the end keeper comes out, but the assistant referee and the referee saying that there was a slightly overzealous challenge there from Yasmin Ryan. So it will be a goal kick. Paige Hobart it is. Don't forget you can find us on @Fortuna Tulsa. Our producer Michael Blazik can get your tweet on the screen. Love to have a question or a comment on this wonderful organisation, and also if you're supporting Oklahoma City FC girls here tonight, you must be proud of your team, so let's hear from you as well. Here's Van Vossen into the box. That goes Thomas, heads over the keeper, onto the bar. How close can you get, Yolanda Thomas? And in the end, the keeper's going to take that one. We'll get a replay on that one, but that was a tremendous effort from Yolanda Thomas, who's really pushed forward in this second half, Brittany, up to centre forward. Here's the replay.
Excellent ball by Haley Van Vossen. We've said her name several times. She's having a fantastic game. Great ball. Yolanda Thomas getting all the way up. Extremely great technique on her header. She gets so much power to it. Unfortunate, just gets a little too high. Hits the top bar there. Very unfortunate Fortuna. I mean, how close can we get? We've had off the line, off the post now. We're getting close. They're definitely knocking on the door. You feel like they're going to get one soon.
And the coaching staff, not ones to get up and rant and rave. They know the girls are playing well enough here. They're quietly confident here that they can indeed get back on level terms, but it is Oklahoma City FC who have the lead 1-0 on 35 minutes. Here's the ball into the box. That'll go all the way through to Hobart. It comes out well. She was under pressure there from Jackie Jones, headed back in, and that will be an easy one for Hobart to just take and calm everybody down. And then she rolls the ball out to Smith, who will get us going from right back here from the Fortuna perspective. Smith now throwing the ball in field, volleyed away. Jones again, being shut down very well though by Rachel Van Vossen. Now a bit of head tennis going on. Blankenship in the thick of things there, brings in Smith. Smith will go down the line looking for Thomas, who's just hit the bar with a header. Mother of two, we were talking about Yolanda at half-time, and also I think she's been an assistant coach to the opposition, hasn't she?
Yeah, we looked 2015, summer 2015, she was the co-head coach of Oklahoma City FC, so definitely familiar with the opposition she's playing against tonight.
She certainly is, and she was familiar with the frame. She's just headed on to the bar, but it is going to be a corner. It's going to be Parker Goins with that trusty left foot. She's going to swing this one in there. She is striding across to those families that are sat there, and the assistant referee, Mr. Finelli. And it's Goins then who will chip this one in, and we've got, counting up quickly, 6 blue shirts inside the box. Chip ball is going to be off a defender for another corner. That was Blankenship there, just trying to foil the opposition with a bit of a short corner. Here's Goins now. This one, Blankenship joins in. She's just gone into the D. Rachel Van Vossen, one of the taller girls, in there as well. This one into the thick of things. There was a bit of a push by Taylor Mullen there, which she got away with. Ball into the box, cleared away. Plenty of grey shirts. And that will be a throw-in. And this will be Cora Dunnock with the throw. Wearing 16 just in front of us. There's going to be a couple of subs coming on for Oklahoma City. One of them is the goal scorer, Guthrie, who didn't start the game, came on, scored, and now she's going to come back into the fray. Throw in again. Fortuna making yardage up this left. It's going to be Parker Goins then with it. Throws in here to Malum. Malum just runs out of field there, and that's going to be a throw-in. But here come the two substitutions for Oklahoma City. As I say, the blonde-haired girl with the red headband is the goal scorer, Guthrie. And also coming into the fray, as we look at our roster, is Anna Gornell, wearing 16. Beautiful night here in Tulsa, as Thomas goes towards goal, and Handcuff is able to keep that one from just over the line. But Yolanda Thomas with a couple of chances in the last few minutes here, Brittany.
Yeah, good look. I mean, sometimes you just got to create a chance, and it was a good strike on goal. I mean, luckily, like you said several times, she's the tallest player on the field right now. It definitely was to her advantage on that one.
Yeah, she's been pretty confident in her goal tonight as the Oklahoma City FC keeper. Free kick. And the ball is just placed 3 or 4 yards. Well, the referee's in fact saying it's got to go back into your own half. Well, all right, we'll give you 2 yards inside the Fortuna Tulsa half. Here's the free kick then, planted into the 18-yard box away. And it falls to the feet here of Tatum Wagner. Wagner now striding forward through the centre circle here. Wagner threading the ball through to Goins. Can she get there? She certainly can. Goins now. Can she pull it back, or will she go for goal herself? Keeper saves. And here is Malum here. Curls a shot towards the far side, and it's just wide. And Parker Goins there had a lot of room and space, and she did exactly the right thing. And we'll get a replay, Brittany, on that one, because certainly as Yolanda Thomas comes off. Here's the replay.
Great run by Tatum Wagner through. Very great through ball. She weighted it really well. Parker's eyes are getting really big. She wants that goal. She's a goal scorer. She wants it.
Substitution coming
Oklahoma City did a great job of closing and pressuring Taylor Malum there to just kind of force her shot off wide. It's not quite this shot that she was looking to take. They did a good job of pressuring her to kind of throw her off a little bit.
Cora Dunnock's header forward falls into the path of Reagan Whitlow here. Whitlow's left-footed ball in is easy for the keeper Handcuff to take, and we've played 63 minutes and still it's Fortuna trailing by a 1-0.
You definitely feel, Dave, in this second half that Fortuna is getting a little bit better of the play now. We've seen it on this side of the half quite a bit more.
You're absolutely right, but you've also got to be mindful that you want to keep the back door shut and not go too down, of course. It's a difficult game to play, isn't it? But you're right, they've got the wind in their sails now. Here is Malum. Malum with a beautiful ball again, finding Goins here. Goins, can she pull it back on her right? Does she get round the defender? She does. It comes back here to Blankenship. Blankenship with a shot! And that one just goes over the bar, and there was a touch by the keeper. And in fact, that's very honest goalkeeping. She says to the referee, I did get a touch. But again, they're knocking on the door of Fortuna. Here's a replay of that one, Brittany, for you to take us through.
Parker Goins again. We've said her name several times, creating dangerous opportunities. Blankenship comes in. Great strike on goal. Unfortunately, goalkeeper just gets a tip at it. We'll see how this corner kick goes. Fortuna definitely knocking on the door. You feel a goal's coming soon for them.
So here's Goins just having to make sure people get out of her way here because they're all sat around the perimeter of the field. Good ball from her towards the back post. Was there a push there on Rachel Van Vossen? No, says the referee. All is fair. We play on. And the girls in grey, that's Oklahoma City FC, come forward here. Ledbetter with the ball. Lots of space for her to work in. Guthrie makes a run forward. She picks out Jackie Jones here, wearing 9. Jones approaches the 18-yard line, plays the ball into the girl, Guthrie, the goal scorer, who is clearly offside, and that's pretty good defending from a pretty tired Fortuna team.
Yeah, I think the obviously first game jitters and the heat and everything. First game being, I think you're seeing Fortuna starting to wear down a little bit in certain places. Luckily, it's good to have open subbing, so get fresh legs in there whenever Coach Wilson thinks that they need to make an adjustment.
Yes, indeed, and that's a wonderful header from Taylor Malum there in the midfield. Goins has worked extremely hard as well. Hasn't had too much time off the field. That ball is cleared forward now. There's a chase on here for Whitlow. Out comes the keeper handcuff, and 3 girls fall on top of each other, and the referee sensibly blowing the whistle and checking that everybody's okay. And the referee, I think, will just give a throw in here, I think. What's he given? In fact, he's going to give it Oklahoma City FC way. Certainly there was a clash of 3 players, goalkeeper, defender and attacker. Difficult to see who committed the foul there. So we reached the 66-minute mark, and we're going to have a substitution, and it's Kidderman, who we were impressed with, Brittany, in the first half, coming back into the fray.
Yeah, she had a good first half. She really shut down her side. That's what you want from your outside backs, is to close things down on that side and not allow anything through. So she definitely did that. They've had a few runs from that left side in the second half. So Kidderman will be looking to shut that down. And
well played, we should say, to Rachel Van Fossen, who did really well. She's
Fortuna
come out of the
substitution coming
fray.
out of the field, number
It's going to be
37,
announced now by the stadium
Kidderman.
announcer.
Or number 29.
Here's
Rachel
Whitlow underneath
Van
this
Fossen.
one with Wynn, who's had a good game at the back, the centre of the defence. That ball forward is not going to reach Tatum Wagner there. And we're going to have another couple of substitutions. And Brittany will tell you about the Fortuna one.
Yeah, it looks like Amanda Carino's coming back in. She definitely made a big impact in the game in the first half. You saw a lot of creative play that she had. Looks like she's going to come in for Tatum Wagner. Tatum Wagner had a lot of great runs down that side. She obviously had that great ball to Parker Goins. Almost got a scoring chance out of that. But it'll be interesting to see what Amanda Carino can do on this side. Amanda and Tatum, very, very different players, so they give you a lot of different threats. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out on that side.
It's a pretty attacking lineup now, isn't it? From
Fortuna Tulsa substitution onto the field,
Coach
number 20,
Wilson.
Amanda Carino.
Absolutely.
Off
Well,
the
I
field,
mean,
number
you
4,
get to the
Tatum
point
Wagner.
where you want goals, you want to score.
Absolutely. And forward they come again. And they win a throw-in deep in Oklahoma City territory. 1-0 the score. The goal on 35 minutes seems a long time ago now. Fortuna have really come at this in the second half on this warm night. And that's good defending from Sydney Connolly, and that's going to be a goal kick for the goalkeeper, Hensley Handcuff, who's had a pretty, she's impressed me as well, big tall goalkeeper, and she's handled the ball very well and made some brave saves, and she looks good.
Absolutely. She's definitely played her line very well. You can tell she's a very experienced, great goalkeeper. It's not easy to put yourself in those right positions all the time.
Kidderman is the Fortuna defender to head that one out. Another substitution to talk about here. And George is coming in. Rebecca George, wearing 6. She of the cast on her left arm. And a well-earned rest for Yasmin Ryan. And that's a good sign if you're a Fortuna defender, because Ryan's been extremely active tonight. She's hit the bar and she's had a couple of good shots. She's been one-on-one with the keeper.
Yeah.
She hasn't scored, but she's done everything else.
She's pretty much done everything else. Yeah, she has great skill on the ball. Really, really, really amazing vision from her. Definitely for Fortuna, you're very excited to see her come off the pitch.
Here's the free kick then into the Fortuna box. There's a header away. But still, Fortuna finding it a little bit difficult to get out here. And they do now. And that one will go out towards the bench. And in fact, Yasmin Ryan, I think, is just going to get some attention there from the athletic trainer, I think, down there. So here is Blankenship, playing on familiar home turf here. Plays her soccer at TU, University of Tulsa, where we are tonight on this beautiful surface. Thank you for your company here on Facebook Live and on YouTube. As Dunnock plays the ball down the left-hand side, that just goes out. Otherwise, we would have seen Taylor Markham in lots of green grass down there and lots of space.
We definitely would have seen that. Just a little too far off on that side.
Still, they keep coming to Fortuna. That's a nutmeg. And Malum will keep going. And here's Carino picking up the story for Fortuna, wearing 20. The local coach. This ball will come back to Cora Dunnock here, right footed, good ball into the box. Who's underneath this? It's a defender to head the ball away. She was Purvine there, Jacqueline Purvine heading that ball away, back into the box again, this time headed away by Alex Wynn. Back will go Sydney Connolly to clear the lines, and that will end up towards those bleachers on the far side. Well, it stays in actually. So still we go on. Here's Fortuna coming forward. Driving run. What a run this is. Ball into the box. Headed away again by Wynn. It's going to fall here to Parker Goins. Goins, good reverse ball here to Cora Dunnock. Dunnock with the ball into the box, which is too close to Hensley Handcuff. But again, these two, Goins and Dunnock, linking up extremely well down the Fortuna left, Brittany.
Yeah, Dunnock's done a really great job of attacking out of that left back position, and giving Oklahoma City a little bit of an issue there, making that run out of that back.
Talking of coming out of the back, here come Fortuna again. Still in her own half is Goins, the Union High School product. Here's Carino going forward, but again, who's there is Wynn, and out comes the keeper and does well. Carino there was bearing down on both Wynn and the keeper, Handcuff, but again we say good goalkeeping from the big tall goalkeeper.
Yeah, good goalkeeping and good defending from Oklahoma City. They've been solid all game.
Yeah, shielding well. Ball headed forward again with purpose. Now up to Jones. Jones is playing a slightly further advanced position now for Zach Bice's team. Ball given away by Dunnock. Ball chipped over the top. Back goes Kidderman. Kidderman does well to clear the danger, but it will be a throw-in on the far side. And more substitutions to tell you about. And I think, Brittany, Yolanda Thomas is going to come back into the fray.
Yep, looks like also Jordan Lane Bartels coming back in the match. Parker Goins, Taylor Malum getting a break. They were doing a lot over here on this left side, making a lot of runs. Very, very dangerous play from both of them, coming out to get a much-deserved rest.
And in comes the number 3 for Oklahoma City, Ashley Medawattage. Here is the ball into the box. Out comes Hobart, gets something on that, does well, and it falls nicely here to Thomas. Thomas now, a good hold-up play from Yolanda Thomas. He's back in. Lang Bartels has come on as well. Here is Lang Bartels now on the left. She just won't get that, the Summit Christian High School product. And that one will be an easy throw in here for Oklahoma City FC, who lead by a goal to nil, and now 16 minutes to go of the 90 left in this inaugural season, the first game.
Yeah, Fortuna running out a little bit of time to score here. I'm sure that they're starting to get a little bit frustrated that they haven't been able to put one back in the net.
Number 14, Malum, and number 22, Goins.
Mega Wattage with the throw-in, headed back by Lang Bartels. In steps Smith here with a drive and run, goes into a couple of challenges. Lang Bartels challenges, so does Carino. Carino's scurrying run here, tries to get a tackle in. Oklahoma City it is, who come away with Anna Gornell there, playing the ball to the oncoming Sydney Connolly. Here comes the ball into the box. Both girls miss that one, and Lang Bartels, the number 12, can just hook it away, but gives it away to Rebecca George. And now Medawattage again. And they're keeping possession a little bit better now.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see Fortuna starting to kind of tire out a little bit. You can see they're giving them a lot of space and a lot of time to move the ball around them right now.
Credit the opposition. As I say that, they lose out on this one. And here's Lang Bartels now. Can she thread a ball through? No, she can't, because across, although she gets a tackle in. The other teams in the division, of course, apart from these two, FC Dallas, Little Rock Rangers, Texas Spurs
Fans,
FC,
a friendly reminder, this is
FC
the first
Wichita.
game of a 4-part series of the Oklahoma Ford Turnpike Games.
Saw FC Wichita
game will be here
men's
June
team
5th, Tuesday,
triumph over the
against
Roughnecks in the
FC
Open
Dallas.
Cup
For more
4-3 on this
information,
very
go to
surface last week.
FortunaTulsa.com.
That one is out by Smith. And Mega Wattage now will slow things down a little bit as we creep past the 75th minute. Still 1-0. Mega Wattage then throws the ball up the line. That comes off Lang Bartels. Here is Guthrie, the goal scorer. Dunnett gives it back to her. Good play though from Whitlow, who steps in there and wins it back for the girls in blue, which is Fortuna Tulsa, which means good luck Tulsa. And we do wish them luck and all the best for this whole season. We're going to enjoy bringing you all the home games. Good to see the Union Girls Soccer alums Van Fossen sisters playing together again. Thank you so much, and that's, I think, from Union Athletics. Absolutely right. They've performed extremely well. And you would agree with that tweet, Brittany?
Absolutely. They've both had great games. Haley Van Fossen has been a rock in the back. Rachel Van Fossen was in the middle. She had a lot of really good, a lot of great passes, connected, helped keep possession of the ball really well for Fortuna, which they've been struggling with that a little bit, except for now we've got a good run from Miranda Carreno coming on.
Yeah, here's Carreno now. Can she get past the defender? Mega Wattage. Good battle, that one. And Mega Wattage gets the last touch. Throw it. Carreno throws it here towards Lang Bartels. Lang Bartels toe punts it towards goal.
Good early throw by Amanda Carreno. That's one of those. That's one of those points you get those experienced players. Amanda Carreno is a coach. She knows a quick throw in. You know the opposition's not paying attention. Unfortunately, we just kind of make the most out of that chance.
Kitterman has had a very steady game. Again, another clearance from her. I want to thank Union High School for producing so many good players as well. I'm sure you know that, having come up against them as well at Bixby. It's Tulsa soccer is so strong, both on the boys and the girls' side, isn't it, from the high schools?
It really is. It really is. I mean, especially this year playing in high school, you had so many big games. I mean, you would have Union and Jinx and Broken Arrow beat Union and Jinx beat. Oh, it's just everybody back and forth. It's great to see.
Yeah, we should congratulate, of course, Michael Wilson on winning the boys 6A. Union beating Jinx, I think 4-1 it was in the final over at Sand Springs on a very hot evening. Congratulations, but he will not want congratulations for that now. He's concentrating on Fortuna, and they're going to make 3 substitutions. We're going to see Parker Goins coming back into the fray. Also, Tatum Wagner's going to come back in and throw in there Taylor Markham. Here's Carreno, gets thrown off, and then does she get fouled? No, but she's won a throw-in. She wanted the free kick. And there's going to be 3 substitutions. So certainly, Coach Wilson is shuffling the pack, isn't he? I mean, he's keeping the girls fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on the first game like this, I mean, nobody's going to be 100% at their fittest. They're not. All the college girls coming off a little bit of a break. Obviously a hot night. Nerves are high. Definitely good to keep fresh legs, keep everybody moving. The subs that he's making here are very, very attacking minded. Definitely looking to try to get a goal back for sure.
Come out and meet your favorite players and coaches of Fortuna Tulsa.
Should say that FC Wichita had a convincing win over Little Rock Rangers in the only other game that was played before tonight. This one delicately poised, but 11 minutes to go. It's one of those games, that you feel if Fortuna did get the next goal, they could go on and win it, but equally as well, you feel that Oklahoma City FC, if they were to get a second, that probably would be it, but it's delicately poised, as I said.
Absolutely, yeah. You're at that point of the game where it could really go either way. Both sides are working hard. Both sides have had opportunities. Everyone's kind of getting a little bit tired. I mean, whoever gets that breakthrough, it'll definitely change the game.
And don't forget that both sides have hit the bar. And Fortuna had a header cleared off the line in the first half as well. But they're going to have to clear their lines a little bit here. Gracie Hare there, playing the ball to Haley Van Vossen. Now here is Tate Wagner. Can she get a decent ball in here? She certainly can. Out comes the keeper with a diving punch. Still, they come forward. Whitlow it was there, back to Wagner. That was a great cross and good goalkeeping again, Brittany.
That's world-class save right there. I mean, it's something that looks really simple, but I mean that ball sneaks across. That's a goal. Excellent save by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, she's done extremely well. Very difficult to get past, as we've witnessed in this first 80 minutes now. Just 10 minutes to go in this one. And that one is an easy catch for the keeper, and she can calm things down in this last 10 minutes. A good game of soccer we are witnessing in front of nearly 1,800 here inside the University of Tulsa. Wonderful night. But most of the home supporters here just want a goal. They want to raise the roof, as it were. Here in the boxes, Malcolm, excuse me, has got the ball here. Twisting and turning, gets a lovely ball into the box, headed away. Here it comes to Whitlow, shoots! And Thomas from the 6-yard line has put it over the top. Would she have been offside? I don't know. We'll get a replay on that one, but that is what you call, Brittany, a chance.
Absolutely, another big chance from Fortuna. Reagan Whitlow putting it on target. Looks like Yolanda just a little bit of a touch over. Unlucky, unfortunate there.
And she was onside, wasn't she?
She did seem to be onside. It looked like that right back was keeping her on.
Jackie Jones comes back into the fray for the away side. Goal kick up towards halfway. Headed forward by Dunnock over Jones. Ball threaded forward here to Parker Goins, who might have a go at the right back, and she does. Onto that trusty left foot, pulls it back. Perfect ball. Thomas here with a shot. Defender falls on the ball, and they get lucky a little bit because they get the ball cleared, but still Kidderman forward, and she's given that one away to Guthrie. That was another chance.
Absolutely. Alana Thomas putting herself in the right place at the right time. Great, well defended by those two defenders.
And that ball is given away. It was good defending. Again, you have to credit Oklahoma City for their defending. That was Sarah Ricks giving that one away, the number 28. Which when you're 1-0 up away from home you don't want to do. Throw in then, Kidderman at right back. Is there a surprise in store? 7 minutes to go here. The home side desperate for a goal, the away side desperate to keep the clean sheet. Paige Hobart here, clears up to Van Vossen. Flicked on, past Thomas. Thomas will just have to go and run after this one as Alex Wynn passes that one back to Hensley Handcuff. Her clearance towards this right-hand side is headed back in field by Dunnock. Taylor Mallam here to Whitlow. Whitlow, good ball here to Goins. Goins, first touch. Across comes Wynn again. And Goins there, just without being too critical, needed a better first touch, didn't she, Brittany?
She did. She's had a lot of great first touches this game. It just got a little away from her. Great ball by Reagan Whitlow.
Reagan Whitlow, who really came on in the first half and went up top, as the corner for Goins is going to be taken by her right foot here. But she's certainly just playing in behind the front now. That's a good ball in. Keeper spills it here. Where will it fall? And I think Oklahoma are going to get away with this one. And then there's a foul, I think. A little bit of frustration there from Taylor Mallam. And there's 6 minutes to go. And still, Coach Wilson is going to make another change, I think. And now there's a defender down. So thank you for your tweets tonight at Fortuna Tulsa. We would love to have them. How have you seen this first night? So, is there a surprise, as I said, in store with 5 minutes to go, plus the added time?
I mean, Fortuna's definitely created
Fortuna
a lot
Tulsa
more
substitution 19,
opportunities in the
Brandon
second half
Coming
than
off the field,
Oklahoma
number
City
24,
FC has.
Katie
They've been
Smith.
knocking at the door. We've obviously hit the post. Goalkeepers made some incredible saves. Just Fortuna can't seem to find the back of the net.
But still time, of course.
Absolutely.
as we know.
There's always still time, Dave. There's always still time.
Always still time till that final whistle goes. Now both teams fighting for the ball in the midfield here. Here is Whitlow. Finds Dunnock. Goins being shut down there by a combination of Jones and Meda Wattage. Dunnock with the throw. She's had a good game. Both the left and right backs for Fortuna have had good games. Here's Mallam trying to get Goins away. And in fact, the referee blows the whistle for the foul. It's one of those when as a referee you can never get that right, Brittany.
Absolutely not. Play the advantage, don't play the advantage. It's kind of one of those difficult spots to be a referee in.
It is, because, to be fair to the referee, a chance for Fortuna here from this free kick to get the ball into the box.
Yep, another great chance.
And it's noticeable that more blue shirts have gone forward than ever before, because needs must. 4 minutes to go. Here's Goins with the free kick. Headed away well by Sydney Connolly. Goins again now with the ball. Has to go back here to Cora Dunnock. Dunnock will go across the halfway line here to bring in Kitterman. Kitterman now, will she drive it? Yes, she will. Up into the box. Keeper thinks about coming out, away by Wynn. Here's Guthrie, but in steps Kitterman again. It's not let anybody down in the Fortuna shirt tonight. None of the girls have. Hasten to add. Here is Kitterman again. In this warm early evening here in Tulsa. Say early evening, it's coming up for 9 o'clock at night, incredibly. Buildings of the University of Tulsa in the background there being lit up. Ball headed away by Wynn, who's been a stalwart at the back for Oklahoma City FC. That's a foul by Whitlow. And that's what you don't want, isn't it? You don't want to concede free kicks. You want to keep the flow going to the end.
Exactly, yeah, because it gives the other team in the opposition time to kind of slow the game down and settle things and get a breather whenever you definitely want to keep them on their toes the entire time and keep pressing. But yeah, that's definitely not what you want to do there. But unfortunately, you got to win the ball.
Ball then driven towards the 18-yard line. Underneath this is Jones with Gracie Hare. Hare got the header on that one. And that one is out by Tatum Wagner. Throw in to Oklahoma City FC. Thanks for your company here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We'll bring you all the home games from Fortuna Tulsa. And of course you can catch up with pretty much all of the games in this league on YouTube. Down in the corner where you want the ball to be if you're leading by 1-0. But Tatum Wagner gets the throw in favour of Fortuna, who very quickly, obvious thing to say, Brittany, need to get the ball up the other end of the field.
Absolutely. It's a hard point to start in all the way back in your far right corner to try to build something out of the back right there.
Headed forward by Guthrie. Jones goes in for a challenge there with Gracie Hare. A little bit high with the kicks, says the referees. Refereed this very well. It's been a good game. There's been no cards shown at all. It's been a good, hard-fought game from all of these girls. And chances at both ends. But alas, it's the goal from Guthrie that separates the two sides with just a minute or so to go of the 90 plus whatever the referee deems fair to add on. There'll be a few minutes added on. There's been a couple of injuries. Headed on by Thomas. In goes Goins. Goins, will she get there? Out comes the keeper. Keeper does well again. How many times have we said that tonight? Handcuff clears up towards halfway.
Many times tonight.
Yeah, she's done well.
She's put herself in the right place.
And there's Kitterman winning that throw in. Going to be another substitution here. And it is the girl, I think, who went down. Coach Wilson out of his seat. And we are going to see the Oklahoma City substitute, and this is Maddie May, number 19, coming in for literally the last few seconds and the injury time. Off comes Rebecca George, who's had a pretty good night as well.
3 minutes of extra time is added on to the second half. 3 minutes of extra time added on to the second half.
So 3 minutes to go. And out comes Handcuff and dives on the ball. So 3 minutes for Fortuna Tulsa. You normally, Brittany, get one last chance, don't you?
It always seems to go that way. I know Fortuna is going to be pushing for that last opportunity to try to equalize this game.
Van Vossen here having to chase her own header back under pressure from Jones. Will go all the way back to Paige Hobart, who, to be fair, has had a pretty good night in the Fortuna goal. Just beaten once, nothing she could do about that one. Stick with us. We're going to be trying to interview Coach Wilson at the end of the game. And that one is cleared away. And some tired legs out of that one. Anywhere will do. So we'll see if we can release Brittany from the commentary box now and see if she can get down there and speak to Coach Wilson, and will join us for the post-game show with me and Brittany. We'll take you through some of the highlights, but she's going to see if she can get to speak to Coach Wilson. And time fast running out now for Fortuna Tulsa, who still trail by 1-0. There is the goal scorer, Guthrie, who heads the ball on. This one goes back to Hobart now, who has to control and quickly release the ball, and she clears that one, and good pressure from Guthrie means it's going to be a throw-in to Oklahoma City FC, who can take their time. Coach Wilson looks at his watch and realises that time really is running out now. In fact, about a minute and a half left, we think, of the 3 minutes to be added on. Oklahoma City want to go into the corner. Sydney Connolly with the ball on the far side with this throw-in. Here's Guthrie in the corner taking some time out, exactly where you want to be if you're leading the game by 1-0. Fantastic night here. Just under 1,800 in the stadium, plus a few more, I think. Now, can Fortuna get out? They've got a free kick. They need to get this ball forward very, very quickly now. Just barely a minute left. It's got to be thumped forward. Here it is, up towards halfway. Who's underneath this one? No Fortuna shirt there. Now, can they get the ball here and drive forward for this maybe one last chance? Here's Parker Goins now, controlling the football wide on the left-hand side. Goes past one. But mega wattage there. Clearing the ball, but the referee's going to bring it back for a foul. And Coach Wilson says, goalkeeper up to the halfway line. Everybody else in a blue shirt inside the box, please. Including Cora Dunnick. So Goins, it is with the free kick. Just a few yards in from the touchline here. She can swing this one in. Plenty of blue shirts in there, plenty of grey as well. Ball swung in, and there on the far post. Where's it going to fall? Ball up into the air again in the box, headed by a defender, headed forward by Van Vossen. It's going to reach Thomas back in here, and there must be a chance here. And Whitlow just can't get the ball from under her feet. And then in the end, it's cleared away, but back from Kitterman. Will go back into the box here. Thomas fighting for the cause, and the referee brings proceedings to an end. And it is Oklahoma City FC on 35 minutes as the two coaches embrace with the goal on 35 minutes. Give them the 3 points here tonight. Hugs all round from all the players.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us back here at Hurricane Stadium to see your
the next match
on FC Dallas.
FC Dallas,
Tuesday,
June the 5th will be the kickoff at 7 p.m. But as for tonight, pats on the back from Zach Bice. They've come in here and they have rather spoiled the party for the home side, but credit them. Good sporting hugs and high fives and handshakes. A very, very good game of soccer.
Meet your favorite players and coaches. Please drink
Brittany's going to hope to catch up with Coach Wilson and bring him to our sideline camera. It's been a great night. There's been lots of families here, and that's exactly what Wayne Farmer, the general manager, wanted for Fortuna Tulsa. But it is the Oklahoma City FC side who've come away with this win by 1-0. And I'm sure Coach Wilson will be relatively pleased with what he's seen tonight. Of course, the result has not gone for him, but I think Brittany's caught up with him now, and she'll bring him across to the camera over there. So we'll catch up with him any moment now, but at the moment it is the girls just warming down after this one. It's been a very good game of soccer on a warm night. Parker Goins there just talking to Michael Moritz there. Both sets of players sensibly warming down, as it were. And we're just moments away now from talking to Coach Michael Wilson, who's now in place with Brittany. So let's see if we can throw it down to Brittany, who is with Coach Wilson.
Down here on the sideline with Coach Wilson. Obviously not the result that you guys were wanting to. Amazing turnout from the first game. What are your thoughts from the first game?
Yeah, no, the fans were fantastic. I appreciate everything they've done for us. They made some good noise throughout the game there for us. I think really for us it came down to just that chemistry in the first half. I think you saw difficult to find the rhythm. A lot of very good players, very talented players, that all the kind of the key player of the team. So for us trying to find that adjustment was very difficult. I think second half we came out a lot better. Had really good opportunities to score some goals. All credit to their goalkeeper for making some great saves tonight. Obviously very disappointed, but some really good things that we've worked on that we saw there in the second half that I think will push us forward this season. Yeah, excited to see how you guys are going to do the rest of the season. Thank you so much for your time. All right, thank you. So I have Yolanda Thomas. She had an incredible game. So going in the first half, you could definitely see a big change in the middle of the park when you went in. Lots of opportunities at the end of the game. Obviously didn't go how you guys wanted. What are your thoughts from the game?
Yeah, I think we created enough chances to score a few, and we didn't finish them. A little bit of rustiness perhaps from all of us up top, but credit to the other team. They worked hard. They worked as a team. I think that's really what they outdid us today. They worked together, and it took us a while to get there. Right. So what are you looking forward to in the second half for the next upcoming games? Honestly, more playing together. I think that's our biggest vice right now. We're not really used to each other, but you could see a great difference from the first half to the second half, so we're just looking to build on that and improve. Yeah, absolutely. There was a huge difference. Very exciting to watch you guys play. Incredible out here, obviously. So you were a coach of Oklahoma City FC in the past, and then obviously being a TU coach. How was it coming? And so many things full circle for you tonight. Yeah, you know, I've coached probably 90% of the players that were out there tonight, so but it's great. It's great to be a part of, and I'm excited to be a part of this franchise. Well, you definitely showed very well tonight. I think they said you're the player of the game, so congratulations, and thank you so much. Thank you. Good luck for the rest of the season. All right, Dave, we're going to send it back to you. Obviously, the word on the sideline is chemistry, just getting the girls to play together more. Great atmosphere, great energy down here from all the fans and all the kids running around wanting to talk to the players. So very exciting first game, very exciting to see how it goes from now on. Thanks, Dave. Back to you.
Things, and that was Yolanda Thomas. There you can see the coach and the squad, the coaches, and the squad. They're just having their kind of post-mortem on this one. It's been a hard-fought game, and congratulations to Oklahoma FC, who've come into town and they've rather spoiled the party. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a short break and then we'll come back and wrap things up with a few highlights from the game, although I'm just seeing that we are going to see Oklahoma City FC just be awarded that rather nice looking trophy there. It looks a bit like the English FA Cup that they're going to be awarded, and there's a few people crowding around to take photographs. So there they are, they're celebrating. We will just go and take a short break, and then we'll come back with the post-game show and wrap this one up.
How do you become the most trusted brand of SUVs? You make it for those who don't always look out for themselves. You make it detect what they don't.
Stop, stop, stop.
Sorry.
It's a...
And you make it for 3 rows of precious cargo. Going further for what matters most.
Okay, let's try again.
That's Ford, and that's how you become the most trusted brand of SUVs.
Downtown entertainment 24 hours a day, only at Osage Casino Hotel.
Welcome back in here to the University of Tulsa. We're just having a look at the two squads. Some are smiling, some are, well, I think pretty much, Brittany, it's fair to say both sides are still smiling. It's been a great, great night. Congratulations to Oklahoma City FC. They've won by 1-0. Before we look at the highlights, let's talk about the Fortuna side of things. I mean, who would you pick out that you like the look of tonight?
From Fortuna, I think, Yolanda Thomas, whenever she went into the game, you could see a clear shift. I mean, things settled down. They were able to connect passes. Obviously, Parker Goins, very dangerous. She had lots of runs. We said her name multiple times. So that's a good cue when you know a player's done well, when you've said them a lot. Unfortunate not to get the finishes that we wanted. I think those two players definitely stood out for Fortuna the most. I think Dunkirk, though, on the left, playing left back, great. Haley Van Fossen, excellent game. Very solid in the back. Paige Hobart, very good goalkeeping. Unfortunate not to get the goal, but nothing really she could do there. Deflection coming across. No goalkeeper can really save that.
And the good thing is, that the games come thick and fast, don't they? So there's not much time to sort of, feel sorry for yourself. They perform well. They go on to now June the 5th, which is next week, and on you go.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you learn from these games. There's definitely a lot that they'll be able to take from this game and apply to the next one. I think that, talking to Coach Wilson and Haley Van Fossen at halftime and Yolanda Thomas at the end of the game, the message seems to be pretty clear that they just need to play together more. They just need to get to a rhythm, get better chemistry. You have a lot of that talent there, and you saw glimpses and pieces as the game progressed. You saw them start to get a little bit more comfortable with each other. The runs were a little bit smoother. They were able to connect things on that back third. So you just think that as the season goes on, they have a little bit more time to train together, they travel together, all of that stuff. Things are really going to come together. But great start for Fortuna, though. Yeah, nobody wins or loses the league on the first day of the season. Now we're going to look at some highlights, and we got a foul to look at. And we'll bring you that one just now. You can see people still on the field here. They don't want to go home tonight. They all want to stay here because it's been that kind of night. Here it is, ball down the right-hand side. And she was a thorn in the side, but Van Fossen defended well there, Brittany. Absolutely, yeah. Van Fossen, again, solid defender all game long. So it was 1-0 at half-time. There was no help here for Parker Goins as we look at this replay. Here she is rather on her own. Yeah, this is very early in the game. She's making a great run. Good ball across that she played there. Just nobody making that backside run. Again, kind of talking about the chemistry, making sure that here we're going to see it again. Good run. She's angling towards goal. Just don't have that person making that run all the way on the back post. So just got to get that chemistry, time your runs a little bit better. But again, promising from Fortuna. Yeah, she's got a trusty left foot, hasn't she, Parker Goins? And then we had this effort from This is Yasmin Ryan, who was a thorn in the side. She possibly should have scored there, but keeper's save with arms and feet and everything. Paige Hobart had a pretty good night in the Fortuna goal. Absolutely, she did. She put herself on the right place. She got to guard that front, that near post. She did an excellent job with that. Frustrated with her defenders there. Somebody with Yasmin Ryan, she is an incredibly skilled player. You do not want to give her time to run at you because she's going to create something. And I think that's why Paige Hobart was telling them, you can't give her that much space. And again, Yasmin Ryan coming through. Paige Hobart making a great save coming out. Van Fossen clearing it off the line again.
Yeah, brave goalkeeping from Paige. I'll say it again, Brittany. Nobody wants to go home here. They're all hanging around on the field.
I know. I don't want to go home.
Everybody, I mean, the fact that, okay, Fortuna have lost the game, but, it's been a great night. I guess the second game, people will say, okay, we had that first night. We're over that now. Let's go out. Let's get our first win.
Absolutely.
But what we'll do now is we'll keep looking at the highlights. Now, this is where we hit the frame here. Yolanda Thomas, I think it was, from memory. Let's see this one. Oh, that was a tip over the bar, wasn't it? The shot there.
Yes.
And in fact, Parker Goins saying to the referee that's a corner. And, pay tribute to the goalkeeper, Hensley Handcuff. We said in commentary many times what a great goalkeeper she was tonight.
Absolutely. Here again, she's putting herself in the right place at the right time. Very, very brave goalkeeper. She had no issues coming out of the goal, being strong.
But still, Fortuna kept knocking on the door. Here's Cora Dunnock's cross, and that was an easy one for the goalkeeper to save. But they really took it to Oklahoma in the second half, didn't they, Fortuna? It was a good second half.
Absolutely. I mean, you see Dunnock making that run from that left side. I mean, there was lots of overlapping runs from the back. A lot of things coming from the back that definitely helped. Parker Goins yet again coming from that left side. Great ball across. Yolanda Thomas, great turn there. Incredible defending from those two defenders, not giving her any inch to try to get a shot off.
Coach Wilson used Yolanda Thomas very, very intelligently tonight, I thought. Played her in central midfield in the first half, pushed her up top in the second, and Whitlow was up top in the first and slightly deeper on the second. So he's clearly thinking. He's a thinking coach, thinking all the time, how can we change this? How can we get back in the game?
Absolutely. Yeah, the Fortuna coaching staff is very, very experienced and very, very smart and methodical with the moves that they make. So, I mean, you saw that Reagan Whitlow struggling a little bit in the first half, everyone playing balls over her. She does much better with the ball at her feet, getting her head up. You saw she was much, much more impactful in the second half in the role that she was playing there. Yolanda Thomas, again, being used in different areas. So, I mean, and then moving Tatum Wagner out to the right side. She had a lot more space. She had some great crosses from the other side. Again, good adjustments, good movements. Just shows that, like, as Fortuna moves on, we're going to continue to make those adjustments, continue to see what works best, who works best in what situations. And you saw that start really coming to fruition in the second half.
So good things to come for Fortuna Tulsa, we think. Sadly, they've gone down by 1-0 in this first ever game for them here at the University of Tulsa. We've enjoyed bringing you this commentary. Thank you so much, Brittany, to you. Will you come back next time and do it again?
Absolutely. I would love to. It was so much fun. Thank you so much, Dave.
And thank you also to producer and director Michael Blazik and all of our camera operators and everybody else that has helped with this production. We've enjoyed bringing this here on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. We will be back for the next game on June the 5th. Thank you so much. Final score for the final time is Fortuna Tulsa 0, Oklahoma FC 1.